Too much stuff. Okay. Let's play some Obra Dinn. I really want to beat this game today. Let's see where we left off. Let's see how many, like, guys we've gotten. You know. Let's go to the end of the book. The back cover. It tells us, like, how many guys... Well, girl, I don't even know. We're not there yet, obviously. There's still more to go. But I better be able to figure out where, like... Where's my journal? Here it is. Okay, I have too many of these little tiny... So... it makes me feel antsy and overstimulated. Is it like an ADHD medication? The Wellbutrin? Interesting. And Mandy, you tell me what your idea regarding Batman is. Okay, so... I want to check on some of these... some of these mementos. So, yeah, move on through the thing. Okay, yeah. Okay, I gotta figure out who some of these fellas are. And I'm using the right damn mouse. God, I'm just so grateful to not be feeling insanely tired playing this. Oh my god, I was so tired last time. Oh, it's a different antidepressant. Okay. You were saying you think you should keep the draw me until like Tuesdays only and play Batman after I finish Obra Dinn, and then I have only one day where I feel wonky a week. I think that's a good idea, Manny, because like I don't like feeling right now, thankfully, I don't feel too bad. But I really did not want to feel tired 2 days a week. I know that's, I mean, like, I'm usually just physically tired anyway. Like, I'm taking longer and longer walks. I'm doing more and more every day. I usually feel tired anyway, so it's like adding the drowsiness of the Drami on top of that. That was a little too much. And I was also worried, like I had said, because I didn't remember much of the day, much of the stream when I had taken Dramamine last time. I was like kind of scared. So I think that's a great suggestion. Okay. We gotta find out what happens to these fellers. I know what happened to him. He eventually gets shot by the captain. No, I'm sorry. He eventually gets shot by one of the folks from Formosa upon his return because he sees that everybody else died. I feel like this guy gets strangled by Mr. Bang. I think he is Samuel Galligan because I think he's a steward of some sort. Is that second mate? Maybe the second mate steward. I've guessed a lot of guys. I've guessed enough folks. Like, I feel like some of these people should stamp out, you know, but clearly I've got their names wrong. I have at least 3 people guessed, so clearly I've got their names wrong. You know, I'm gonna try to figure out this Doom scenario. Oh, I'm sorry, the calling chapter. If I can lock some of these gentlemen down, I think we'll be good. And finally, I'm less sleepy to do it. You still feel like it's Monday? A lot of stuff happened on the Mars side of things. I'm sorry, Manny. Is your family okay? Is everything going all right? Was it like work stuff or was it like family stuff? If you don't want to talk about it, that's okay too. This unknown soul. I gotta figure out who some of these souls are. Well, let's see the dialogue because we don't have to be in the moment to see the dialogue. Reach the Canaries in 3 days. Did you pack enough stores? I, sir, checked and loaded them myself. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn. Then we have It Bang Sa and Miss Thing, whose name I forgot. Someone's just going to stay down. A, shut up. They say strange things about monsters. This person who dies can translate. He is a topman, and he can translate from Taiwanese into English. So the unfortunate thing is most of the topmen might have that proximity that allows them to translate. So it would just be like clicking around and hoping I pick the right guy. And I have yet to click the right guy. Which means that, like, the luckiest outcome for me in this game would be to have 2 other people correct, and then this one can just slot in and I'm like, oh good, I guessed it. I like brute forced it. I got it. This guy apparently is easier to guess. He says, give us a weapon here. So we have 1 Russian aboard. One person saying keep going. They're here. Get the chest. Where is it? Something's there. I see it. Give us a weapon. Miss Lim, stay down. Pick up the oars and row, you fools. He says, give us a weapon. He's a level 2 difficulty of guys that would be hard to figure out who they were. I don't even know what this dude's job is. But he most certainly gets speared through the chest. I wish I could just, like... I wish I didn't have to go through the whole, like, looking through their bodies thing. I wish I could just pick up the screen. And pull it closed. Now he says, O'Hagan, are you still breathing? Can you row? Maybe that's O'Hagan. Maybe he's talking to O'Hagan. Maybe O'Hagan was the gentleman who just got speared. So, where is O'Hagan? Patrick O'Hagan. Let's say that because he says give us a weapon. Maybe he's the guy that gets speared by the terrible beast. Let me also see if I can pick any of the Chinese topmen and have that fit. If that locks in 3 identities for us, that would be sick. Let's go. Yes. Hell yes. Oh, thank God. That's Li Hong, who's speared. Patrick O'Hagan. Great. Okay, context clues. Hell yeah. And then Mr. Lewis Walker, the topman. Okay. Clubbed by Captain Whitroll, one of the last people to die. I should wear a heartbeat detector for this because I get so thrilled when we get somebody right. I pop off in such an embarrassing way. Okay, back to the calling though. I'm Morphinius. I had a good weekend, thank you. Let's see, what did I get up to this weekend? I really kind of took it easy because we did so much on Saturday. We like walked around the city. We went to a bookshop. We went to the cat cafe. So we tried to take it easier this weekend. So that was the goal. Oh, thank God. Yes. 2 people are correct. Okay. So I am wrong about the name of this fella, or I'm wrong about the names of these 2 fellas. I do believe, so there's at least 1 Russian aboard. I think they're both the Russians. So we got to kind of plot around and see some Russian names. And this may not be Sam Galligan. I have a feeling it is. I really truly have a feeling it is Sam Galligan. Let's see. I really have a feeling it's Sam Galligan because he's talking to Edward Nichols. I believe that for this mission, which is quite mutinous, that Nichols would only bring his mate, his steward, with him. I think he was trying to keep this party small, and so he was bringing only the necessary fellows. So. How about you, Morphinius? How was your weekend? I really do feel like it is Samuel Galligan. I think I might just have some of the Russians' names screwed up, so. If this is not Alexei Toporov, it could be Leonid Volkov. So let's do Leonid Volkov. And let's do Alexei. Where is Toporov? It's not right. He could also be Alarkus Nikishin. And maybe this guy's Alexei Toporov. Hi, Ashy Rose. Good to see you. Welcome on in. This is the Return of the Obra Dinn. And what's the story so far? Asked Margot. So glad you asked. Oop. A ship came into port that was supposed to have 60 people on it, and most of these dang people have died on this ship or near it from their journey. So far what we've seen is, let me do a little shout out for you, Ashy Rose. Thank you so much for coming by. It's so good to see you. Ashy Rose. I am loving the game, and you know what? This is the first day I'm able to play the game and not be seasick and also not be sleepy for my Dramamine. I took the less drowsy Dramamine, and it's working so far. Also, I'm mostly looking at the book so far, so we'll see how I feel when I'm walking around. How is Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories? Chain of Memories. How was that? So bunch of folks on a ship. They come into contact with this party of folks from, I believe, Taiwan, if I'm not mistaken. I cannot remember what the modern name of Formosa is. It's not called Formosa anymore. It hasn't been for like 200 years. So I completely have forgotten. They come into this party of folks. The folks have in their possession this like magical seashell, which can find something. So the second mate takes these people captive out onto a boat so they can find this thing in the ocean. What they find is a bunch of murderous mermaids who want the shell back, I guess. And all hell breaks loose. They take some of the mermaids' bodies back aboard the ship because they're stupid. Oh, most of the Formosan people die out there. They get killed by the monsters. And I think only Mr. Nichols makes it back. And then the sea takes its revenge. A big kraken attacks the ship. The mermaids throw harpoons at the ship. A bunch of crab soldiers crawl onto the ship. It's just all hell. So eventually, the one chapter we're missing is the bargain, where I think the captain probably bargains with, the god of the sea or whoever's at the bottom. And some few people escape, like, let's see, what's his name? Oh, this is the wrong keyboard, my bad. Yeah, definitely cautionary tale about collecting seashells. You think you can make a lot of money in Animal Crossing off of seashells, but as it turns out, you might be pissing off some crab warriors, so... There are so many bad decisions made in this story, right? There's some folks who are like, they got their head on their shoulders, right? But there's a lot of folks that are like, well, this will get us rich. And I suppose that's a lot of the folks that are out at sea, probably. Yes, should not sell seashells by the seashore because the crabs will come get you. You are very, very welcome, Margot. My pleasure. So Mr. Henry Evans was one of the men aboard the ship, and he is also the surgeon. He's alive. He made it off to Africa. I have sussed out a good chunk of what happened to people. I feel very proud of the amount of folks I have figured out, honestly. But there's still a good chunk of folks that haven't got right. Dang, I think I was just guessing about a fella named Nikishin. And I think I got his name. Did I get his name wrong? So, Paul Moss, I think, was killed by Alexei Nikishin. But why do I think that? I want to take a look at... and did I think that this fella up here was Nikishin? He was shot. Could he be Alexei Nikishin? Is he Alexei Kobrov? Is he Alarkas Nikishin? Is he Leonid Volkov? I wish I could put unknown Russian guy. Because the Russian guys hang out together. There's 3 Russian guys and they hang out together and they play cards and stuff. Damn it. You'll never forget your brother putting shells in his pocket when you were in the Gulf. And they were, in fact, inhabited. Oh, my God, Jackie. Terrifying. You know what? I have to scroll back up because I asked Manny how you were doing and what was going on. I don't know if... Okay, so you didn't answer. That's okay. But thank you so much for bringing your folks over, Ashley. If you got to take a break or rest or anything like that, I totally get it. Thank you so much for coming over. I would love to hear how Kingdom Hearts is going, because I played that series when I was a kid. And I enjoyed it greatly. But I haven't played it in so long. It only got 3 Russians. We got to figure out which Russians is which. By a process of elimination, I can nail this. I know I can. Let me get my journal out. The coolest thing about Obra Dinn is you can guess a lot of people by knowing voices, clothes, and tattoos, right? You have to be very observant. Observant? Okay, the guy with the pipe ends up in Murder Part 3 and kills Alexei Toporov? Which is the murder of Timothy... So why do I think he's Alexei Toporov? I'm reading my old notes. Okay, so the murder of Timothy Butment by Edward McSomething or other. Nichols? Edward Nichols, okay. Pipe and bag appears in blah, 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 blah. Who is number 47? That's Alexei Toporov. Why do I think... Wait, hold up. The guy with the pipe in the bag is Alexei Toporov. And I might have screwed myself. He is also in murder. Oh, dang it. He's also in the murder chapter. He's like, he starts getting into the situation. Timothy Butment. Give it up! And then he gets blasted. This is where the other guy is here. Put her up, we best push off. Give her here while you cats and slack lives. Okay. Yeah, I might have to... He's on the main deck, and I think we're also on the main deck right now. I'm gonna go look at that, and then that dude is Alexei Toporov. He's number 47. That's why I think he's that. So who this is? Who that is? Oh, this might be Maba. Poor Maba. No, maybe not. Let's see. Oh, no worries. You have to take a call. Your mom has to go to urgent care. Oh, I was worried that it was your mom. You were getting updated on her situation. She's doing a lot better today. I'm glad she's doing better. I almost asked if it was your mom, but I felt like it might have been, I don't know, too sensitive, especially if it turned out to be the case and you didn't want to talk about it. Oh, this is a guy that gets blowed up. No, we don't need to see this. We need something before that. This is like the doom. Okay, that guy gets blowed up, straight up atomized. I need someone who's getting shot here. Is this my guy who's getting shot here? Nope. Take me away, boys. Let's get a good look at some of these guys. This big boy, I love this big boy so much I don't know who the hell he is. Give me some identifying factors on you, big boy. Just the biggest boy. This is the carpenter, I believe. No, that's not the carpenter. That's one of the top deckmen. How does this guy's look? He looks like that guy that plays the Green Goblin, but he was also in the Lighthouse. And he looks like the guy from Lighthouse. That's not Pedro Pascal. That's Pedro Papadopoulos Paniniman. I see. Wow, I can't believe I didn't recognize him in this role. All right. I don't even remember how these two dudes die. Poor Maba gets torn apart, poor bastard. But somebody gets blasted on the deck. This might be my blasting boy. Did you get blasted? Willem Dafoe, thank you. That's the guy.
Let me on.
No, this is Lars. This is how Lars dies.
How is that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
I think he escapes. I'm betting you. Let me on, or my dead body, you bloody Dane. How's that? There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat. No cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat. I feel like he had a really interesting accent. Maybe like almost Brooklyn. But I forget you killed my brother. That was an accident. The ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. No, don't. Okay. If I had to guess, Mr. Nathan Peters makes it out of here alive. I think he and... Okay, wait. Oh, maybe the other guy doesn't make it out? I'm very confused. One moment, please.
You killed my brother. What?
That was an
There's two other guys in this boat.
It wasn't his fault. That's all I can think. Lies. Oh, I shouldn't have played.
I don't know what happens to him. I feel like he makes it out. Soul appears in 11 memories. Disappears in the doom. Okay, a lot of God, that big boy. I gotta find out that damn big boy's voice. I think he get out. This poor bastard gets exploded. Okay. I wonder what happened to Omid Gul and Nathan Peters. I think he escapes, but where to? These three fellas get out together. Let's see. This fella. Let's see if we can get a name for this fella. Oh, crap. He speaks English. And he has an English accent. Okay, I was thinking maybe he could be like... I thought he had kind of like a New Yorker accent, but I guess maybe he's more of a... maybe an English person. So he could be Finley Dalton. He didn't sound Scottish. So we're probably looking at an Englishman here. Are we a hired investigator or a disgruntled warlock looking for the shell? We are a hired investigator. Yeah. Since we have this time traveling powers, it does kind of feel like we are a disgruntled warlock. So this could be Finley Dalton, Peter Milroy, Davy James, or George Shirley. And I shouldn't truly guess who it is. Because I also don't know where he goes. But he goes with Nathan Peters. And Nathan Peters survives somehow. Let's look at all the dialogue for this chapter 2 and see if we can find anything in there. So, Lars wants to get on. Over my body, there's no cause for trouble. Get in the boats. You killed my brother. I saw the whole thing. I shouldn't listen, no doubt. Then next, Pratt is literally squeezed to death while he's pooping. Abraham is unfortunately crushed by the cannon and accidentally lights the cannon. So now I believe maybe this is Alexander Booth. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure that is Booth. He says the fuse. The guy in front of him was blasted with a cannon and died. Do you think a guy behind a guy who was blasted would get killed by the cannon? I don't know. But Kayla, I was just thinking about you yesterday and wishing you well mentally. So it's so good to see you. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for the 92 months. I have some new decks, Kayla, that you might be interested in. I have a deck called the Urban Crow Oracle. Yes, I was literally just thinking of you yesterday. So that's wild. It's possible. Do you think he was also... Because, like, in the scene before, the creature is, like, wrapping its tentacle around, like, one of the little things they use to stuff the cannon. I think, and it looks like the boards are broken as if he was torn out of the boat, but I don't know. It's crushed by loose cannon. Sir, a loose cannon. This guy was exploded all to hell and back. It's your birthday this week. Maybe I did feel it. How about that? Very cool, Kayla. Well, happy birthday. And what kind of card do you want me to pull for your birthday energy and also your resub? You let me know. And hi, Shade. Good to see you. I don't think I said hi to you yet, Shade. Mama doesn't say anything. He just gets torn in half. She gets hit. Martin, where is the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. Come here. 10 others are present, including... That's Martin Perot for sure. I just don't know what happens to Mr. Martin. What happened to the rest of these damn people? This big boy. God, who is this big boy? What's kind of a big boy name? Who would wear stripes like this also? You resonated with the woodlands last month. Let me grab some woodland creatures for you. And Kaino, good to see you as well. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. Any plans for your birthday, Kayla? Also, I apologize that it's like complete silence here. The Breton? Oh, do Bretons wear such things? Is there someone from Breton? Or you think he's a Welshman? Is that Breton? Roll off the current decks. Okay. We have the Woodland Wardens. That's one. Sailors and Stripes is definitely a thing. It's just that most of these guys are sailors, so yeah. I don't know. You were lurking. Gotcha, Shade. Gotcha. Mortimer is kind of a big boy name. It surely is. Breton is in Brittany and in France. Oh, you think that fellow's French? We know somebody is a Frenchman. You think he's the bosun's mate? That's possible. I don't know if I've ever seen him speak a lick of English. He's in 14 Memories. Let's go to the first one. When Mr. Sam Peters is crushed by cargo. Let's see. Oh, let me get you the other decks after I get Kayla this card to celebrate. So you've got the deer and the oak, Kayla, and that's all about healing. Yeah, no, Pastel, you're fine. You're fine. I don't even know if I said hello to you yet. Hi, Pastel. And also, Gish, so good to see you. Laura Croft vibes is my look today. Yeah, I wanted to go something simple, mostly because I didn't want to get changed. So let's see. Card 15. The oats and the deer. So it says, the shy and gentle fallow deer is known for its white spots and the broad velvety antlers it sheds and regrows each year. Similarly, oats are the symbol of restorative nutrition. Even in poor soil, oats can flourish, spreading hearty sustenance. And you drew it up right, so it says, rest and recharge, Kayla. Moderation and mindfulness are key as you recover from trauma or a period of intense exertion. So your questions are, how do I rest and recharge? And also, what practices nourish my soul? Somebody here is French. Yeah, I'm going to find out which one of you is a Frenchman. It would be so funny if the Frenchman is wearing stripes. That would be hilarious, honestly. It's very possible. Ah, the big boy. We've got a lot of folks here, and I think these two are going to make it out alive. This guy's got a lot of books. What kind of guy reads a bunch of books? Or is it a treasure box? That's giving books to me. Is there a job where you gotta look at books? Maybe there's a book kind of job. The purser? Maybe that's Duncan McKay. You know, book people. Oh my god, I'm gonna drive myself crazy later. These cards are on point the last few times, right? Also, happy birthday, Kayla. I hope that you have some fun stuff. You've had some health issues lately, so healing is a good card. Let's hope that this will be the vibes you need to kind of heal up. It's the season for it as well. Kind of resting and relaxing. And you wanted me to. Why aren't we getting our music? Please God, give me. Okay, you have to see this guy getting. So we have Woodland Wardens. We have the no wrong answers deck. We have the Sparks cards. Little shiny moons and stuffs on them. We've got the Urban Crow Oracle. Whoa. Okay. I'm up to my chest currently in books. The Green Witch's Oracle deck. And the Spiritual Meaning of Birds. And the Little Frog's Guide to Self-Care. And lastly, the Whispers of the Ocean. So that's what we have, Ewan. Yeah, well, I kept seeing cool cards. And I was like, man, I really want that for the show. But I think I'm done getting new decks for now. Let's hope. I'm not really sure where these fellas are headed off to. But we really ought to be taking note of the stock they have with them. Should we get up onto this boat? I feel like that fella's the purser. And I'm going to write a note to myself why. So, there are more than you realized, right? And also 1 card deck for Manny. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to make a note to myself. I think the guy in the getaway boat is Duncan McKay, the purser, because he's taking books with him. It looks like. In, what is this chapter? Let's waddle up and see. This dead fellow will tell us. Parish is in the Doom part 1. In the Doom. Okay. Lars Lind dies in the scene. Okay, maybe if we see whatever scene is next. Edward Spratt being crushed by a terrible beast. Let's just take a look. Let's try to stick to the Doom real quick. Will Warden's No Wrong Answers. Sparks, Urban Crow Oracle, Green Witch's Oracle, Spiritual Meaning of Birds, Little Frog's Guide to Self-Care, and Whispers of the Ocean. Oh my god! You are the greatest human. Thank you so much. I feel like that. Yeah, purser like tends to the money of the crew. Let's see, is there a purser's office? Let's take a look. And maybe we can see him popping out of the purser's office at some point. So, also we can see who's the bosun and the bosun's mate by seeing if they ever come out of these doors. Let's see. Captain's quarters, passengers' cabins. First mate, second mate. First mate and third mate on this side. Second mate and fourth mate on that side. The stewards and the midshipmen live there. Passengers. The gunner's store. The purser's office is in the back here. It's this little corner. This little catty corner here. The purser's office. Cool. So we'd actually have to go down 1 more floor. I wanted to see if we could see anything happening out here on the deck where the guy dies pooping himself. Let's check that real quick. Then I'll go down to the purser's office and see if we can see that guy popping his head out. You can never remember them all? Thank you so much. Yeah, neither do I. And it also takes a while to go through, so. So this is where the artist dies. He's taking a poop. You're gonna hear some poopy sounds soon. It was a tough one, too. Okay. This guy feels like... Is he poisoning something? Imagine if he is. Feels like he's just grabbing spoons and food. But we can also check, a lot of folks are in their beds currently. Oh, whoa, that's an interesting thing. There's a scimitar here. What deck am I on? Let's take a look. There's a scimitar here. That might be Omud's scimitar. Who would be sleeping here? We have midshipmen here, stewards here. Fourth mate and the second mate with the top shipman, I guess, sleep here. There's no set place for the top shipman. So, yeah, this is where the top shipmen sleep. Let's see what number it says is here. 36. Ooh, we're figuring ish out, folks. I'm so freaking excited. Who's number 36? Yeah. Oh, I was like, Timothy! That is Omud Ghoul right here. Okay, so he does have the scimitar. Well, I think I've already figured out that that was him. That would be this gentleman back here. Okay, well. Here I thought I was very clever. But I've already figured that guy out. Oh, you gotta go to work? Okay, good luck. I'll have to let you know if that guy is French. If he's French, that one goes to you, Pastel. You like a talwar or a shamshir to a scimitar, do you? Also, I may be wrong. This may not be a scimitar. You said the fellow top shipman. I think they have a pretty bad bed. 48 and 49 sleep here. I don't even know if they're in bed. They're all snug as bugs and rugs. Don't think I can go through this door in this memory. Now we do have stuff like poison as an option, but doubt that this guy's poisoning this food. I think in the next death scene we see him walking side by side with the captains. Alright, let's see what we got here. This is 43 and over here is 44. Can I tell anything about these fellows by their legs? I don't think so, really. Not getting a lot from the fellows' legs. Oh my god, I can go on this side too. This is incredible. I'm everywhere. Imagine if I could clip into here. I see your true identity. Open up the blanket. I'm coming in. Damn you. Why are you so snug? It sucks. What is this? Is there arm clipping through here? I don't think that should happen. Okay, who's up? Who's up snacking on stuff? This fellow's awake. He's an unknown topman, and this fellow's awake. And I think his name's Alexander Booth, but I really can't be sure, to be honest. Who is this? 41. Let's see what 41 is. I was thinking this was Whaley because he's right next to the table. Could this be them? It could be. This might be Whaley. So we'll say that's Whaley because he's in front of the area. And then if that's 41, this guy is gonna be Crunch. Trying to find his little ID card. Oh, it's whatever is after 41, I guess. So he's 42. I said he was 57, however. And 42 is already taken. Crap. Okay, who's over here? This is 36. We have 36, 48, and 49. Girl. Damn you. 45. Thank you, Manny, for gifting that so to Gish. What card would you like me to draw, Manny? Every time you see that one huge guy, you think of Waldo, the guy in the stripes. I saw a Where's Waldo costume at Kohl's the other day. I was like, really? I guess it's kind of easy because you just pull it on. It's just a t-shirt and some glasses or something. So thank you for getting 3 months of sub to Gish. That is so kind of you, Manny. I appreciate it. See there, eating. He's like, oh, interesting. He has like a shaved head with like a little Q down it. That's interesting. That's really cool. So maybe we'll be able to see a guy that has a similar hairstyle, perhaps. This guy's like, I'm just straight up bald. You know the one? Okay. Well, Manny, let's see what card you get from the deck. See what we have here. Maybe I should see what this number is when it's not collapsed. Yeah, I'm in full-on detective mode for sure. You may have found another deck. I don't know if I want to hear about it. But go ahead and tell me, Jackie. I'll try to be strong. Let's see what we have. You've got the 3 of Hearts for that 3 months, Manny. How about that? It's so the 3 of Hearts in Tarot has like, no, that's the 3 of Swords. I actually don't know what the 3 of, what would it be? Cups? I think it's like party time. It has pretty cards. Tell me about it. I think 3 of Cups is like celebration, folks getting together. So maybe things are about to turn out great for your mama, Manny, that she's going to come home and y'all are going to have a little bit to drink together. Wouldn't that be nice? I like to think so. God, who is this in X? Why is there an X here? And this person's got boots on? No. What's going on? I can't even... It's just the foot. Wait, I have this. I literally have that one. So, great news, Jackie. I already have that deck. Thank goodness I don't need to get another one. 57. 56 is currently occupied. Uh-oh, I'm starting to get a little queasy. I really am getting queasy from this. That is unfortunate. But I feel like we can still find some stuff out, even if I just go, like... Even if we just take a moment to look in the book. Just go page to page and see who hasn't been figured out. Okay, loose cargo. This guy gets crushed. An unknown stowaway gets killed. That's it. Right? 2 people die. We've already tracked them. Bitter cold. 3 people die. Some of them are coughing to death. So, the Russians are playing cards together. Stop your cheating. Worry about yourself. Sied, get up. Sied, get up. Drink something. He coughs to death. So Sied dies to a tragic illness here. Rajub also dies. And, he says, it's the same as the other fellow, some lung disease, not consumption made worse by the cold. They must have picked it up at the Lascar house. I'm gonna find out what that means. According to this doctor, it's not consumption. Also, I just accidentally dumped my deck of cards into the trash. So give me a second. That's why I closed them all. Consumption would have been a good bet, though, for the time period. You're being very quiet over there. Okay. I'm back. So, yeah, consumption would have been, aka tuberculosis would have been a good guess. But I want to find out what a Lascar house is. I checked all hands just now. Everyone is healthy. And him, what are his chances? I give him some laudanum. We'll see. Laudanum's not a curative. It's just a soporific. Laudanum is an opium kind of deal. So that's going to dull the pain. So he'll die painlessly, one could hope. But Lascar house? Meaning? Lascar house is a kind of lodging or shelter, often a hostel or barracks, established to house Asian sailors or Lascars who were employed on British ships from the 17th onward. These sailors, often from India, faced hardship and abandonment in British port cities after arriving on voyages, leading to the creation of these houses to provide them with accommodation. How about that? Okay. That's fascinating. So that's why, because the two people who died here were of Indian descent. Cal was killed. Take him to the carpenters, get him wrapped, and see to his last rites. They're talking about somebody else. Hit her here, one big thing, kill the thing. Not forbidden enough farm, Charlie, mind your shoes now. Then that guy throws up. He sees an animal being killed. Then the Italian, Mr. What's his name? Pasqua, Nunzio Pasqua gets killed by Edward Nichols. Watch your step here, let me help you. And then he stabs him. Brutal. Brutal. And then one of the Formosan fellows sees, and so he is also killed by Henry Brennan. Well, yeah, so he is killed because he was a witness to the crime. And so he's silenced by being killed. And yeah. The second mate gets away with it. Hello, it's baby time. The baby's here. You've been found guilty of self-confession of murder. Nunzio, he's done nothing wrong. Muslim, it's too late. As captain of the ship and by the authority of the East India Company and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by fireline. Mr. Wolf, when you're ready. Right, sir. Ready, man. Aim, fire. Henry Brennan makes the killing shot. Mr. Butman, we were just there. He gets killed by Edward Nichols. Before the fellas sneak off, before Nichols and his crew sneaks off to take that seashell out. Okay. Still is giving me an old sniff. Okay. He's speared. O'Hagan's killed. Samuel Galligan strangled by Itbeng Xia. I think, pretty sure. Itbeng Xia is like right on him. So. And then Mr. Nichols is like cowering in fear in the footwells. Clawed by terrible beast, burned to death. I do have an eggplant question for anybody who's played this game. Hello, street baby. I have an eggplant question for anyone who's played this. Also, did I miss anything? Okay, no, I'm good. I think he was killed by Itbeng Xia. So here's Itbeng Xia in this picture. He's on top of this fella. Was this fella actually strangled by Itbeng Xia? I just assumed he killed him because that's what I would do in the situation. If anybody knows, I'd be happy to hear. Little bump on. We gotta talk to the doctor about that bump on you, Stella. Get rid of the bumpies. But if nobody knows, I'll move on to a different murder. We still have a bunch more folks to figure out. My baby. My little Stelly bellies. I assumed this fella got drowned. I don't know who these folks are. Look at the method, Rafan. Okay. I think he was... Oh, is there a different thing from strangled? Oh, so I'm not really sure. I thought he's getting strangled by Itbeng Xia. Is there a difference? Is there a different way to put it? How did he get taken down by Itbeng Xia? I'm willing to get an eggplant there, Rafan. I've been in that boat like 20 times now already, looking at this moida happen. He was knifed? Oh, interesting. Okay. How about that? I did not see that. So I guess right here, he's like holding a knife to his side. I thought he was getting strangled by him. Thank you, Rafan. I appreciate that. So I feel pretty confident about that. Let's see who else is left. this fella. Okay. Is there a John that we haven't pulled the name of? I think there's two. That's a problem. No, there's maybe one. Okay. John Naples. And I don't know if he was killed by a terrible beast. Let's go to the cargo deck and have a look at this. I think his leg was chopped off. Am I in a murder right now? I am. Darn it. Okay. If I think he's John, where does John work? Appreciate it, Rafan. Let's see about Mr. John. He's a seaman. Okay. So that means he would be like in these quarters for the first floor, but we have to go to the cargo deck to see this guy die, I think. So we gotta exit this. Did I say is this Lars? No, that's Roderick Anderson, who I know is that guy's second in command. Oh, gotta check everybody's feet. Also, Ryan, thank you so much for the 19 months. Shoutouts to Keen for that gift sub. Thank you very much. Ryan, what deck would you like me to pull a card from? The name's Naples. I don't know, I can't say that. John Naples. I'm like, the James is Naples. Huh? I don't know what I'm saying. Let's exit this thing and go to the cargo holds. Hey, let's check out. Good to see you. It's Keen's choice. Keen might be lurking right now. I don't know. But Keen, if you're willing, if you're wanting to. Let's see where I am right now. I'm on the Orlop deck. We gotta go down one more. Yeah, boats are wild. Okay. This fella, I'm trying to figure out who he is, has died here. And I actually have already forgotten who I'm looking for. You found the perfect playing card deck for me. Movie genius playing cards. That would be very interesting. Where is the guy who I think is John Davies? Or John Naples. There's John Naples. So he dies in the cargo deck. Alright, let's find a fella who's been killed on the cargo deck, eh? And they say, where's his leg, I believe. Let's listen in.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
The lazarette. Okay, I think that might be Nichols. Nichols to his fella.
John, been in worse spots, I think.
Okay, so that's John.
Where's the rest of his leg?
Who do we have? 20 years. 20 years my steward. That's a captain. So some fella is getting sent off. This fella's getting sent off to the lazarette. If I haven't already. Captain Zero, 3 memories. Let's go to first memory. Oh, he's on board there. Okay, where's my picture of my guy? I want to make sure we've got him registered as the captain steward. And that he dies. Where is my man? Come on, my guy. Where are you, fella? He dies in the lazarette. The bargain. We don't know the fates of those folks yet. Torn apart by beast. Jesus Christ, where's my lazarette fella? What the? I must have missed him. steward. I mean, 20 years my steward. In the underway sketch, show memories on the deck. Unholy captives. Unholy captives. And the calling. Yeah, okay, let's see the other unholy captives. Because he should be in the lazarette. I don't even see where he comes up in the book where it says, like, this guy died here. Huh? Jetty Saru, thank you so much for rating. Hello. I hope I'm saying your name right. Please. Oh, wait. Jedi. Jedi Saru. Okay, sorry about Jetty. Huh? Sorry about that. Hello. Hi, Jedi Saru. We think this stream is utterly adorable. I love Otter so much. Hi, Vladid and Severa and Moist Sushi Roll. Welcome in, folks. I'm Tina, and I'm playing the Return of the Obra Dinn. Jetty. What is this? Who am I? I don't know. That emote's so cute, right? Oh, it's just so cute. Little otters. Who doesn't love otters, right? I am trying to find out. Maybe I can only get this guy when we get to the bargain chapter. This is a mystery game called The Return of the Obra Dinn. There's that big boy. Damn, he's a big boy. Love this big guy. He surely is a big guy, though. And this is all about a ship that is met with a terrible fate. Terrible fate. Oh, look at this. Interesting. I don't remember seeing these two guys up here. Oh, we're about to get some sneak peeks into things, I think. Excellent. Damn, the Obra Dinn has met a horrible fate. They steal some magical shells from some people. Oh, looks like somebody got sorted, and this guy was the one who did it. Okay, Philip Dahl sorted him. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm figuring this out. Killed sword by Philip Dahl. We're about to lock this in. Wherever Philip dies, he's got to be like 20 years my mate. Where is he? What were you up to today, Jedi Saru? Shadows of Doubt. Interesting. Tell me about Shadows of Doubt. I don't know if I've heard of it yet. It sounds very intriguing, though. I love a good point and click. If you like detective games, have you played the Rise of the Golden Idol franchise? So good. I love it so much. Boom. Hell yes. Philip Dahl. We know Philip Dahl. We know John Naples. Samuel Galligan we got as well. Okay, but did they show me Mr. Dahl? No. I do have one of the Russians correct, though. That's good. I've got the Russians correct. Oh my god, we're getting so close. Goodness. Okay, wow. We really are doing this dang thing. Now that I have one of the Russians correct, I can guess the two other Russians now. I can just alternate. So this is great news. Where are my other Russians? They were kind of chilling. I'm so excited. Oh, darn it. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back. So we can kind of parse out which guy is who up here. This guy is another Russian. So he's either Alarkas Nikishin or Alexei Toporov. And I may have gotten the method of death wrong. Got a lot of the top men correct. And the fella's electrocuted. I think he was one of the shooters. I think this might have been our other Russian. Where are they? Is that Alexei Toporov? Could it be Alarka Sneaky Sheen? And could this guy be Alexei Toporov? Unknown. So he's a seaman, and so is this other fella. Okay. Shoot. So Shadows of Doubt is fun. It's a bunch of detective work in a city with kind of a 1979's ambiance. You'll have to check out the series. Oh my goodness. The Golden Idol is a spectacular video game. You've got the Case of the Golden Idol, which is set primarily, I would say, in like the 1800s. Yeah, let's say primarily 1800s. And then the Rise of the Golden Idol takes place largely from like the 60s onward. Seeing how like this magical device, this alchemical device has made its way forward through history, through people's hands. It's such a great franchise. I love it so much. I think about it all the time, and they just put out the final DLC for it today, and I'm not playing it. Just breaking my heart. It's killing me. But that's okay, because I'm playing this game today. But thank you so much, Jedi Siren, for coming over. It's really cool. If you love history, I think you'll really like it. The art style is very different. But I find it very intriguing. I'm a fan of like kind of weird, grotesque art. So I really enjoy the Golden Idol franchise for that and for other things. Okay, y'all. Oh my gosh. We're finding people. So Mr. John is dead. He's like, I've seen worse. And then he dies of blood loss. That's so funny. Don't worry, man. I've seen worse. Yeah, well, I'm literally dying, so. So wild. It's kind of cute ugly, you think. Yeah. I can see that. It's like... It's real. I tell you, it's very realistic. It's like, humans are kind of ugly, you know? Like, humans are weird. Especially when they're in terrible situations. Like, they're seeing someone die in front of them. You're gonna make some ugly faces, so... There's the Capitan. That's Philip Dahl. I know for sure that's Philip Dahl. I don't know what happens to him, but that's Philip Dahl. I need to find out who this big boy is. I gotta figure out where else we can see this fella. He's in 14 other memories, so we're gonna get our eyes on that gentleman. I know that. But I will have to check out Shadows of Doubt. That sounds very interesting. Thank you for doing that shout out too. I appreciate that, Ewan. Now hold on. This is... Well, we don't have this fella pegged yet, but it could be another steward. We got a roll of bandages here, which ain't gonna help. This fellow is dying of blood loss. Can I get around here? Well, I don't want to leave. I do want to see who this is. That's Mr. Hosgood. The first mate. Okay. Oh, also, feel free to lurk. By the way, this is gonna be me. I am poking today. I am just poking around. Trying to find out this and that here and there. So the artist is like, what's going on down there? And then this fellow's like, what's going on down here? The butcher. Okay. Who later gets spiked. This is probably Martin Prescott. No, this is Olaf Wiecher. Right? Okay. Who else do we have here? This is the third mate. And they're bringing home the treasure. Lars Lind. This fella. And then this balding fella. Damn. Hi, Bacon. Good to see you. How are you? Welcome on in. He's just like, bring it through, bring it through. Then this guy dies. This guy's helping out. That's Abraham helping out. And that's the carpenter. And that's, I think, the carpenter's apprentice. Yeah. Marcus Gibbs. Anybody heading out of an office I haven't clocked yet? Like, where are we right here? Where am I? This is the carpenter's shop, so they'll be heading back this way. Just want to see if anyone's peeking out from certain areas. That would let us know that like, that's their office. They're the person who belongs there, you know? We can't go up any further, it seems, so this might be all we get from this. Unless I want to look into this guy's dead body. Maybe we will. We'll see what's going on. Bacon's name always gives you the urge for a bacon sandwich, right? Oh, frick. Poor bastard. That's a real rough way to die. Wasim killed by falling cargo. Jesus. You hate to see it, huh? The artist is like, wait, I want to draw this. Hold on now, I gotta draw this. Here's the butcher, he's got his stuff on. Akbar, unfortunately. Oh, see, they didn't drop it per se. It wasn't exactly his fault that they dropped it. Who's up here? Who the hell is this? Who in the hell is that? Whoever they are, they exploded. It's not quite anybody else's here's fault that they drop this load and it kills him, except for the cook. It is definitely the cook's fault. Now, this fella's getting out of his... Oh, wait, that's a carpenter. Okay. So we already know who the carpenter and his apprentice is. This is another one of those bastards, so I'm not even sure who the hell he is. I think he's a purser. Are we on a place where the purser's office could be? Yeah, we're on the right deck for it. We might actually be able to see him emerging from the purser's office if we check the death of the chef here. Let's see. I know it's wild or fun. Is he pursing his lips? Maybe. You just got done with the dentist. My brother did the dentist today too. I tell you, it's traumatic every time. Are we able to get up on board? Okay, we are. There might be more damn dead people up on board. It's a solid meal, boys. Haha! I'm gonna have to cook this thing. Solid meal my butt. Are you kidding me? That's Nathan Peters. That's John Naples. Alright, we want to see... This might be Lars Lind. No, that's Roderick Anderson. That is another steward, whose name I do not know yet. I love the music in this game. It's so good. I think this is Zungti Sati, but I don't know how he dies. Just that eventually he might. Nathan Peters. John Naples. Thomas Lanky. Charles Herstick. God, I know all these people. See this poor guy who explodes. Running out of people, dude. Okay. He is hauling ass. Oh, yes. Captain Stewart. But where is the purser's office? That's down a floor. So we got to go down a floor if we want to see the purser exiting his home. Which I cannot go down a floor, unfortunately. I can go up a deck and see what they're doing aboard. The exploded man got omae wa mo shineru. Nani? Okay, wait a minute. I think one of the Chinese top men had a top knot. Might tell us who is who. Unless I'm fully wrong about that, and maybe none of them have a top knot. I'm getting queasy again. Wait, do you have a top knot? I don't know. Hard to tell. I'm also getting a little queasy, just a little bit queasy, which is fine. It's better than being extraordinarily queasy. It just means we have to look at the book some more. But maybe we can find other details, like somebody's tattoos and stuff for their coats. I don't want to get too sick here. Here's that freaking bald guy. Here's another dead person. Yeah, this is how we're gonna find out who died where. The surgeon's mate and the surgeon are here. Alfred Kestrel. Or Cholesterol. This guy is freaking guy. Is big ass guys. Big guys everywhere. This big dude's everywhere. Who the hell's this big ass guy? He's so big. And I don't know what happened to him. He's such a big guy. You think he's Shirley? Oh, that would be actually kind of a cute name to give him. God, yeah, I'm getting a little queasy, unfortunately. We'll have to just like stick in the book for now, I guess. The most seasickening game you ever played was Darksiders 2 and 3. You have to get an FOV mod. I wish I could do that for this game. That would be great. Back to the book we go until I'm not sick anymore. Unfortunately. Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo. For a second, I thought you were spoiling Manny. I was like, I can't believe Manny would actually tell me. That's crazy. Mainsail hauled up. Secure the braces, slow topsail. Work fast. The wind is alive. I wonder if this guy has a goatee. It's kind of hard to tell. Let's just keep poking around the various deaths that we have here. Yeah, the book is easier to look at.
What the hell is going on?
What the hell is going on?
Things about the chest and your dead friends.
这是什么？我回来，全部讲出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害的较对人无过好，是谁人滚死的啊
The shell. Okay, that's the magic shell.
？Very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
Shell? What shell? So this fella dies. Okay. Does Chiotan die right here? That sucks. And I think we already ascertained this fella. Yeah, that's Habarutyom. This fella's translating for them. He does have the goatee. Is this the guy that dies? He is the guy that dies. He talks about a shell. Interesting. Well, we've placed this fella at the very least. He is a translator for some of the folks. The first memory's on 14. Interesting. He's sleeping in this thing. I mean, obviously, but I wonder. I can't believe you're able to sneak in a Family Matters reference somewhere today. Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo is a Family Matters reference? How about that? Remember playing a game that made you feel a bit dizzy? Viscera cleanup detail. Yeah, I think that perspective, it's very like locked in and really close, Marfinius. You're not sure how well it would help? All idea you had was to aim myself where I want to go and then close your eyes. Sometimes I do that, Bacon. Yeah. Okay, This guy is one of our translators. He is electrocuted. If we can get this guy... What do we have left? We only have 2 pages of people left? Sick. Okay. He speaks Chinese, so he's one of the 3 folks that speak Chinese. If I can maybe lock him in. I can't, unfortunately. That's tough. There's another fellow who I think is named Whaley that I want to put down as Whaley. That's Omid. I just don't know what happened to him. That's a problem. That's Li Hong. Anybody else? That I might have thought that was Whaley. Oh well. Oh, the guy with the ponytail I thought was Whaley potentially. So Li Hong. I think Do I think that was Huang Li? No, I think that's an unknown shaman. Okay, damn it. Damn, damn. I will find you out. I will figure out who is who. Is there anybody in... Yeah, unfortunately these two guys are both stabbed at the same time. It's so brutal. Hit by the beast's tail. Is there anybody in The Calling who I don't know about? It would just be the guys whose fates are unknown. Now, he says, like, keep course due east. We'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. So I'm guessing these fellas made it out alive and went to the Canaries. I thought maybe it was go by Gerbil. Yes. Disappears in The Calling. Maybe he made it to the... Yes. And this guy is one of our other Russians. He's either Alarkus Nikishin or Alexei Toporov. It kind of looked like he was dragged into the water. But it's hard to tell. Hi, Pinecone. So good to see you. How are you doing? You know, I gotta keep an eye on when these ads are running. So sorry. I think I've missed most of them today. That is my fault. I don't know who this fella is. He's in 8 damn memories. First one is page 8. When Samuel Peters is crushed by falling cargo. Is there anything else happening here that we can take into account? These two midshipmen. Are working away. There's the third mate. There's John Naples. There's William Hoscott. There's Abram Akbar. I'm glad I'm playing this game. How's the first person game? It's not too bad, I gotta tell you. I'm making it somehow. The Dramamine helps a lot. This is William Wasim, who dies shortly after that. And then I think that's Nathan Peters. Okay. Then big boy's over here pulling on the thing. Big boy's over here hauling stuff. Big ass boy. What kind of big boy would do something like this? Let's look at the jobs again, the glossary. Because he's like working the rigging. I feel like you'd have to be kind of a big guy. The foreman is in charge of general crew operations and equipment required to sail a ship. I feel like this big guy, he is damn near everywhere. So he's either the bosun or the bosun's mate. You know? He's a man of few words. He disappears in the doom. What happens to this big ass boy? And is he the bosun or the bosun's mate? Well, we have the bosun pegged, so I think it must be the bosun's mate. I'm just gonna say he's an unknown officer, just in case, because I'm worried. I don't think we ever see anybody at the damn helm, do we? Where is the helm of the ship? Should be like over here, but it's all white over here. Okay, let's keep poking around in random deaths, because we're doing okay. Are there like major folks who I haven't ID'd yet? Charles Minor, the Frenchman. I know who Martin Perot is. He's everywhere. I just don't know what happened to him. Duncan McKay, I think, is one of the fellows that got off in the boats. The helmsman, I would want to know. Philip Dahl we know about. We just don't know what happened to him. Do we have Alexei Nikishin identified? No, we have Leonid Volkov identified. Is Martin Perot related to Ross Perot? Yes, and their dad was Henri Poirot. I think that was his name. No, it wasn't Henri, was it? It was something else, Poirot. Anyway, their dad is Poirot, the great detective. Can we check the Doom to see where he appears and then disappears? The big boy, Bacon? Sure, why not? Let's go to the Doom, shall we? So that's gonna start off... Hold up, that's gonna start... Let's flip to the Doom. Lars Lynn gets clubbed. We'll start there. We started there today, in fact. Can't wait till I play the Doom Eternal. Hey, let's not push it. Let's not push it. I don't want to get too queasy. Alright, Mr. Lars Lind. I think this is Lars. Surely is. God, I'm so good. This is Lars Lind. He gets clubbed by Nathan Peters. He wants to get on board. Nathan Peters thinks that it was his fault that his brother died. And let's also check the other Peters fella. If we can check in on his death. So we have Nathan Peters and Samuel Peters. Crushed by cargo, right? Okay, so we got that. So we already know how his brother died. There's this fella is here, and then there's also the fellow I feel like is the purser. So we're gonna look for the big boy, Mr. Big Man. Oddly enough, if you can get an okay POV for Doom Eternal, that's the only way you could play. You used other shooters in first-person games. You don't know if it'd be enough for me. Yeah, you know how queasy I get, Bacon. Ross Pro spelled his name with one R. Oh, the okay, I see. Where is like the helm? Isn't the helm like the wheel? I never get to see the damn wheel. Alright, so this element of the Doom is not letting us see our big boy. So the next guy we have to see is the guy who craps himself. Which, again, we did see today, but it's worth going through the whole Doom to see what happens to each person. So the guy who craps himself is on the bow. I think that's over here. Right. Poopy man. You're gonna hear some pooping sounds, just so you know. Again. He's having a real rough go of it. So if I think this big fella, if he's the bosun or the bosun's mate... He would be in his quarters at this time, one could suppose, which would be over here. Right? No, actually, it's right over here, I guess? Yeah, that half of the deck is cut off, unfortunately. But if I can see who dies next... But the loose cannon. Damn. Stuff is already about to be popping off when this guy gets killed with the thing. This guy I thought was 41. I'm gonna put him down as 41, and I'm gonna stop changing that around. It means we have... What about the other fellas? The other folks from China, do we know how they died? Well, this guy we could potentially figure out. He's either Huang Li or Jie Zhang. So, Huang Li or Jie Zhang. Okay. So, let's say he's Huang Li. And let's say that this guy is Jie Zhang. Okay, now let's say that this guy is Huang Li. Let's say that this guy is Jie Zhang. I'm still wrong. Let's say this guy is Wei Li. Now let's say that this guy is Jie Shang. Now let's say that this guy is Wei Li. No, I really feel like this guy is gonna be Wei Li. He's right near Wei Li's bed. He's gotta be Wei Li. I shouldn't confuse myself, but damn, drives me nuts. I'm gonna get these guys eventually, damn it. Okay, in the meantime, we need to see another death. We have more dudes working up here, so this is potentially new intel. So we have Omud looking out into the horizon. We have this steward whose name I don't remember. We have John Davies, and this is Lars Lind who gets clubbed. So they find the dead body here. Now, if this is an officer, then this is the fourth mate. Who we might have already pegged. So he could be the bosun's mate, potentially. Damn it. Damn it. Or he's Davy James, the fourth mate steward. He's Stewart's the steward, right? The helm is the wheel, right? Yeah. You typically play most FPS games with FOV sliders around 105 to 110 degrees. Basically enough to get a slight fisheye effect going. Interesting. I wonder how many degrees I play mine in usually. So I said he was an unknown steward. There's not many stewards left. Although I have guessed all these guys. But nothing's coming up correct, unfortunately. I don't want to be terribly wrong. Okay. So then it shows us Lars Lind, which happened earlier. So we once again need to go further into the deaths. Akbar gets crushed. We need to see, like Maba's death, I feel like. So let's get out of the door and let's go see Maba's death. That might tell us where our big man is. Actually, Abigail would also tell us where the big man is. Whatever we can come across first. Also, I'm sorry that I'm so locked in on this game, y'all. I feel like if I looked over at chat more often, maybe I would get less queasy by like merit of not looking too much at this stuff. Not too much at the game, but feel very locked in. Poor Maba. Gets torn apart by this big old thing. That's a horrible way to die. I don't think there's any great ways to die. That's horrible. Okay, what's this fellow doing? Leonid Volkov. He will later be shot by somebody. But I think he chopped off the tentacle of this thing. Oh, that might be from the explosion. We've got 3 people out here who I can't ID. They're just too far away. God, I really wish we could ID these guys. It's really hard to tell. It would be so sick, but these 3 of the people who die in this chapter are dying in this boat. There's 3 folks that just straight up die. They probably died of the ocean. Exactly, you. And I really should take my time so I don't feel sick. Hello! Yes, a big stretch from the baby who's here to hang out. Carl, Bill, and Ted. They're on an excellent adventure right now. I play Resident Evil games around 100 or 120. Third-person games usually don't require a high FOV, right? It's because the camera's already pulled back. But I wonder for like Batman when I used to fisheye it. What was the degree for those things? For the one where the guy was dying while using the restroom, would it allow you to go above deck? Yeah, we were above deck and it showed us dead Lars Lind because he dies immediately before. So I have to actually go to deaths that happen afterwards if I want to see what happened to the big guy. This fella. Yep. That's fourth mate John Davies, isn't it? Then we have the gunnery guy. This fellow's lashed himself to the thing. Midshipman Lanky. This is like Klestel? Yeah. Big man. Big man here. My big man. I hope you live, big man. You're trying to figure out if we ever get to see who's getting into the boat. Yeah, we do get to see. It's like a guy who I think is the purser. One of the deeper skin toned seamen and Peters. They're all getting into the boat. Yeah, he had a spear. He's not in the boat. Big man isn't in the boat. I am not using the monitor's dot. Good point, Mandy. Let me enable that. Also, it looks like the ad break is going to start soon, folks. Let me enable the gaming dot, the aim point. Turn that on. Reticle up in here. Are you ready to get a reticle going, Stella? You're my favorite little reticle, Stella. Yeah, the baby. Daily you get scratches at this time of night. Especially if I'm feeling motion sick. Yeah, good girl. Lots of kisses. Thank you very much. Very good. Thank you for the kisses. Stella's been taken to this new habit of climbing up on my chest. Like while I'm laying down chatting with my mom, she'll climb right onto my chest. Park herself right here, right at the cleavage, and just lick my neck. And it doesn't smell the best. It's like nice of her to do, but it does not smell good. So right now he's alive and holding a spear. What the hell are you gonna do with a spear? That Maba couldn't do with that thing. Honestly, my guy. I don't want you to die here, buddy. You're pretty cool. Big man. Mr. Big Guy. Do we see anybody up top in the rigging? I don't think so. Okay. So I have the little doggy toothbrush treats. So I got one of them in here right now. She does not like eating her minty treats unless there is a threat that the treat could be taken away from her. So, and she will bite me if I try to actually take it away from her. So my best bet is I smush a little cheese in it. Smush a little like Velveeta cheese in the little. They have like a little minty freshness strip in it. So I just mash cheese in there, and then if my brother walks by, she'll be like, "Oh no, he's gonna take my food." So that's my best bet for her actually eating that minty treat, is to put cheese on it and then have my brother walk by it. The last person to die in this chapter is Abigail. So we're going to go look at her body and see if we can see where the big man is. We gotta go to the captain's quarters. I don't know where those are. Wait, hold up. What? Oh, well, that guy, I know when that guy dies. Miss Abigail. Her body has been moved here. Yeah, peanut butter. Is there a reason, aside from the fact that you think Stella might like it more? I don't know if peanut butter is that attractive to Stella. We'll see. The cheese, she goes crazy for. She goes nuts for the cheese. It's just that she'll eat the thing out of the crevice. So the cheese is a little harder for her to eat out of it. So Miss Abigail, the captain's wife, gets killed here. Martin gets knocked over. He might die here as well. Let me up them stairs. I want to see what kind of top men are up here. Okay, this poor bastard's... No, it's just a big man! Oh, this guy is getting got. I don't think he got speared by an unknown officer here. He does. His leg is like bleeding and it looked like there was a spear in there, but I think he was actually hurt by the monster. Let's see. Would you say crushed by a beast, perhaps? So this guy's there. This fella's shooting at it with 2 guns. Good on you. There's the gunner's mate, Olus wheelchair. This fella, Mr. Moss. Now, I think he's the first maid steward. These are our ladies, of course. Miss Jackson and Miss Bird. Oh, and you can see her wedding ring here, so you know that she's married. That's fun. This fella, I don't know if his proximity to this wheel makes him a helmsman. It would be interesting if it did. There's Abigail dying. So sad. Sorry, Abigail. Okay, is this Big Man? This is Big Man. He's stabbing the thing. Big Man, you're so good. This guy's getting gone, though. Torn apart by the beast. Okay, so I can say, if you get grabbed by that thing, you're most likely getting torn apart by the beast. So I said he was crushed by the beast. Maybe I should say he's torn apart. Ah! 6 o'clock already. Peanut butter doesn't cause so much breath thing as cheese. It's a matter of whether she'll eat it or not, though. Because I also have to give her Prozac and cheese, too. But you know what? Her mouth smelled like her butt more so than cheese, I must say. Wait, he is literally holding onto the wheel right there in the picture. That's the helmsman for sure, dude. Okay, we've got our helmsman now. But if you can't touch the wheel unless they tell you you can do that. He's getting torn apart by Mr. Beast. Oh my god. Not this. That's a helmsman for sure. And look, he would have been right there at the helm if that damn beast didn't grab him. So we got him. We got his ass. Get got, my guy. Now, who is this over here? He's hauling Maba. That's Lewis Walker who gets clubbed by Mr. Witterell later. This is the very last bit. So this is our last chance to figure out what happens to my guy over here. And who the hell he is. Does he survive? Okay, what's the next chapter after this? Does it say this is his last? Disappears in the Doom. I mean, it sucks the idea that he gets taken away by this beast because he's such a big, strong guy. I feel really bad that he gets got by the beast. But I don't know his name. I love this guy so much I don't know his damn name. Okay, who else do we have to figure out what happened to them? Nathan Peters escapes. What's the closest place in proximity to this? This is the Doom. Where does it take place? Let's have a look at the map. A Bitter Cold, The End, Escape, The Doom. There's the Azores or the Canary Islands. I don't think the gentlemen ever express their goals, unfortunately. They're never like, yeah, we're going to go off to this place. I don't think they speak about such plans, you know? If we could figure out where Nathan Peters went, we can obviously figure out where everybody else went. I'm going to say alive in the Azores. Alive and in the Canaries. If I had enough right, we could lock that in. But I just apparently don't. Well, let's see if we can grab it with alive and in the Azores here. And alive in the Azores here. Maybe we have enough to... Nope. What about alive and in the Canaries? And he is alive and in the Canaries. Nah, okay. Back to being unknown. Because I don't want to screw it up. If they were on that damn boat, though. This big ass man. Who the hell is this big guy? Who is this big guy? Is he a bosun's mate? He's not the purser, I don't think. And he's not the helmsman. But he really is everywhere. Maybe he's Charles Minier. And I'm going to say he was probably crushed by a beast. Or was he torn apart by a beast? Damn it. Unknown. And unknown. Who could he be? Henry Evans, show me. I can't figure this out. Well, I wonder, because I wonder if by going to the bargain chapter, if I'll still be able to like, well, hold on. Does it say like I have to figure out everything before I get in the chapter? Your presence is critical. The next 2 pages will seem bewildering at first. Use a pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter and return the book. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details, but I've elected to keep them private for now. Okay, so we won't find out what happens to the folks in that chapter until we complete everything else. So I don't want to like hand it over to the guy yet. You know, I want to complete everything as best as we can. And Audibuda, thank you for the 69 months. Very nice. Hilarious, in fact. What card would you like me to draw to celebrate your 69 months? Also, I don't know if Keen ever said what card to draw for Ryan. So Ryan, we'll just have to wait till Keen gets back. Let's just flick through and see what we can see. Just retreading old territory. It's kind of nuts how much of this I have right. Honestly. It's kind of nuts how much this is correct. I'd like to have... I think this fella was killed by a beast, but I'm not entirely sure. Pick any of those cards from the Dex command, Audibuda. Which card would you like me to pull? This guy. Is he also one of the Russians? I think he is. I think these two are the Russians, so I can determine whether I'm wrong here at least. Depending on the names. Let's see. 8 memories. Disappears in the calling. First memory is on 8. Carrying cargo. What about when the boys are playing cards? Guys are playing cards when these guys are dying. So 7 others are present. Does that include the guy who's shooting stuff? No. These 3 are there. Okay. It actually doesn't feature any of the Russians in that scene, so I must be thinking of something else. Is that this scene when the guys are throwing up? No, because they talk about cheating. Hold on, I gotta find out when these guys are... Oh, also in one of these scenes, there is a Russian on board. There is one Russian on board here. I think that's Alexei Toporov, though. Oh, do you want me to pull an icebreaker card for you? Why not, Audibuda? Why not? Because I'm not doing too much to stimulate conversation by being like, which of these guys died? Don't tell me, you know? Let's see what we have for the Sparks cards. And let me... take my meds as well, because I should have taken those about 7 minutes ago, but I think I was distracted. Let's see what we have here. If you could thank one person from your past, Audibuda, and everyone else, who would you thank? Whoa, what a good question. If you could thank one person from your past, who would you thank? Really liked my creative writing teacher in high school. I felt like he inspired me to write a lot. And God, how did that guy do his job where teens are writing extremely cringe, extremely earnest poetry and short fiction. You know, I wish I could thank my creative writing teacher from school. That would be the person to thank. There's a Russian fella who is on board this ship. Let's see what happens to him. He is one of the fellas here. It says there's only 2 people. Okay, hold on. I'm not thinking he's gonna make it out alive if we already see that this guy and these 2 are alive, and then he comes back and everyone else is dead. So Galligan got knifed. This guy just is gonna die. Why did I say he's alive and on the Canary Islands? I don't think he's alive. I think he was killed by a beast. And then what would you say to that? How indeed Claude, perhaps? He gets got in this very... No! He gets got right here. Let's see. 2 others are present. So he must die here. Oh, hey, again, are you breathing? Can you still row? Let's go to the boat and see how this guy dies. Let's get out of here. We still haven't figured out how the big man dies, but that's fine. Maybe he lives. Maybe your kindergarten teacher. She was also your 2nd grade teacher. How about that? A classmate in middle school befriended you so freely. You would love to thank him. That's so cool. Was that like one of your first friends, Scary Thought? Where you felt like, wow, that's okay. I can make friends with anybody. Let's see. Who are we going to see first? Let's see this guy first. That's him burning to death. This might have been the wrong guy to go with. Wait, no, actually we can trace it back through any of these bodies. Miss Lim. She dies prior to him, and then we need to go back one more to whoever dies prior to him. That might be our dead person. Let's try this guy. I don't know how far back this would go. Oh, this is too far, I think. This might be too far.
Keep rowing! Where is it?
Okay.
Something there! I see it!
So, this guy... Okay, he is...
Back up the oars and row, you fools!
Would you say this guy's getting clawed to death? Or is he getting drowned by a beast? How would you say this guy is dying right now? Oh, I think that lady's got her claws in him. Oh yeah, he's getting clawed for sure. Never mind. He is clawed by a terrible beast. And he is one of the Russians. Okay. Got that poor bastard done. There's one more other poor bastard who's dying. But I don't know this guy's name. Is he also a Russian? Oh, he's the guy with the pipe! 47! That's Alexei Toporov, and he is not alive. I'm betting you this poor bastard dies shortly. Let's see what happens to him. Okay, so this guy gets clawed, so he's the other Russian. Thank God! Okay. This is whatever Russian is left. Alarkus Nikishin. He's getting clawed by a terrible beast right now. I need to see... We actually step forward one death to Miss Lim. Let's see what happens to this guy. We need to see what happens to part 3. That's part 2. Part 3 is Samuel Galligan. Okay. So you have to exit out of this and go to part 3. Oh boy. Because this guy, that fella's got the pipe. That's Alexei. Okay, so Miss Lim. Did she die in part 3? I might have... That's part 4, frick. Oh, that's okay. We can still go back to 3. We just have to see how Gallican dies. And he might do that. No, he gets stabbed. So he would be right here. He has a knife in his neck, too. I won the release notes. This day's release was Harmony in the Wild, a cozy puzzle adventure game.
Still breathing? Can you roll?
And the early access of the next games. Endless Legend 2, which is a 4X strategic game. Northwind, which is a turn-based deck builder. And Whimsical Heroes, which is a role-playing turn-based tactics game. Interesting. I hope you're doing well, Juan. The last Russian was Rasputin. You're gonna distract me, Manny. I'm gonna forget the man. Is this the Russian? You got a pipe? Oh, yes, you do. I think he's getting dragged. Would you say this fellow's being drowned? I would say so. Ivies. Oh, yeah. Yes! The best to ever find out how people die! Yes! These poor bastards are dying today. Oh, yes! Oh, and Mr. Dalton, okay. Mr. Dalton, the helmsman. You're doing fine, that's good to hear. I'm doing great. I'm a little motion sick from this, but I'm not sleepy, which is super huge because it's really hard to figure out who's dying in these video games when you're terribly sleepy. See, how many more do I have left? Probably like a butt ton. But still, I feel really good. Oh my god. Yes. Like, I might even be able to say that this is... is the chapter done? Is the Doom done? Oh no, sorry, this is before that. This is the calling. Okay. Is the calling done? That's what happens when you mess around, y'all. Don't be messing around with magical shells. That guy is speared. This guy's speared. That guy is killed. She's killed. He burns to death because of the shell. He's shot upon return. Drowned, clawed. Their bodies get sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Boom, done. Hello, you're back again. From outer space. Hello. Position 1, Tiny. Petition 1. There we go. You can see the baby now. The baby is healed. Oh, it's baby time. Are you the best detective in the world, Stella? Are you the best detective in the world? The first rule of the universe is don't take things. The second rule is don't take magical things for sure. Don't do that. So cute. I do not understand why she trembles so. She surely does. Okay. I am so freaking jazzed. We're doing so good. Locking down these moitas, I tell you. Thank you, Manny, for that clip. Manny, I think you have earned yourself the To Be Fair Memorial Clipper of the Month award for September for sure. All these dang clips you're churning out. I appreciate it. Even though some of them are suspect, I'll say. Some of them are like, now, come on now. I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you for making all these great clips. What do you have to say for yourself? Are you grateful for the great clips too? Okay, because Manny, you got a great clip of Position 3, Tiny. Position 3. Position 3. Okay, great. Man, you got a great clip of Stella being cute earlier, and I appreciate that. Okay, oh God. We're doing it. We are doing it. This guy died. We're gonna use Burn It Quick on the Orlap deck. Okay. We're no use Burn It Quick. Dies in Soldiers of the Sea on the Orlop deck. Let's take a look at this thing. Let's go to the Orlop deck. I feel like we should make some moves on the Orlop deck. Oh my god, I'm so... Like, I cannot believe we're still figuring stuff out. Hello! Okay, position 1. What is this? A baby! Oh no! Okay, don't... Not my boobies. No, I need those. Hold on. No. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Very funny and smart. Okay. Very funny and smart. She is so silly. Oh my god. Okay, now position 3. Petition 3. Position 3. Okay. I should just open up Tiny and do this myself because I think Tiny's tired of doing all this work. She is so lovely today. Let's head to the Orlop deck. We got some soldiers of the sea to find. Is this the Orlop deck? I don't know where I am. I'm probably not on the Orlop. We gotta go down one more. Okay. She got a little kiss in there. Also, hold on. No, the ad break is not about to run. We got 5 minutes left before the ad break runs. Which, at that time, I think I will take a break to, get some dinner. A little sneaky snack. Okay, let's see who's dying here. Ah! Oh, come on now. Not my tummy. There we go. Sorry for the tummy. The tummy stream. Position. Yeah, it's 3. It couldn't go to 3 for some reason. It just would. Oh, now it is. Crazy. Okay. This. So actually, before this guy dies, we're going to be able to see this. And I do believe he was decapitated there. I just don't know his name. He is, I think, one of the Chinese topmen. But it's probably not going to lock in for me, if I had to guess. Let's see if we can spy anybody in their beds. Oh, so they have a rollout bed. Hold up now. Where the hell am I? I'm in front of the crew's beds. Interesting. Now, who counts as crew? Damn it. Who counts as crew? I thought everyone was crew. What the hell does crew mean? What is crew? Because they get straight up beds. Maybe we can find that in the glossary? Let's see what counts as crew. Not passengers, but I mean, like, these folks have the pleasure of sleeping in a proper bed, not a hammock. So I guess maybe they're like the bosun and the bosun's mate, that kind of deal, maybe. This time it's lanky. If we had anybody in the actual decks, that would be great. Or in the actual beds. These two kill each other, which, no. These two get decapitated, decrabitated. Yeah, they're both heads snapped off by the crab. Which is still on the rage. That's William Hoscut. That's Big Man. Big Man over here. Love Big Man. Wish to God I knew who the hell he was. Literally everyone else. Yeah, it's... Well, so, like, topmen, midshipmen don't get to sleep in the school bed. So it's got to be, like... Maybe, like, officers? Let's see who has labeled beds. So the captain sleeps up top. Passengers sleep up top. The mates sleep there. The bosun, the stewards, and the midshipmen. The topmen, I think, sleep here. So who the hell is sleeping in the crew section? You see what I mean? Like, nowadays when we say the crew, we mean everybody else that's not a passenger. Right, Jackie? That's what you were thinking. But, like, this is... So then you got more passengers over here on this side, but then you have crew? It just says crew. The big man is Big Mendoza. I see you. Can't believe I didn't lock that down earlier, Manny. We'll put it in as Big Mendoza. Thank you. So, got a lot of fire here. Somebody dies on fire here, unfortunately. Mr. Charles Herstick burned at sea. This guy will get exploded shortly thereafter. This guy got spiked. Unfortunately, that is the butcher getting butchered. That's the surgeon who does survive this moment. This guy got spiked. Is that something? Might be. It might be. It might be. I think that's something. I think he gets spiked and he's about to like bleed out. He goes around the corner to die, unfortunately. Here we have the carpenter, and that might be Nathan Peters. What the heck would you do if we were on a boat and there were like giant crab monsters? I might just throw myself into the ocean, honestly. That's just so beyond the realm of what I want to see in life. I don't want to see a crab that's bigger than this, honestly. Even if it's on a plate being served up to me. Like, if it's bigger than this, I don't want to see it. You'd break out the old bay. Here's our topman. He is getting decapitated. Poor guy. He's about to get spiked. He has already been spiked. He gets his ass blasted. And this fella is gonna explode. What is your job, sir? What do you do? You got a coat on. It feels like he has some decent kind of job, right? Midshipman. He must be some kind of midshipman then? Is he staying with the other midshipmen? Do I have any midshipmen left? Is he Peter Milroy? I might guess he's Peter Milroy. He's dressed like the other midshipmen. If you look like a midshipman and you walk like a midshipman, maybe you're a midshipman. You would probably take yourself out. Yeah, I'm not built for that. I'm not built to like survive a big crabman apocalypse. Honestly, it's not for me. Was this guy another midshipman? Yes, he was. Okay, I really do think this fella's our final midshipman. So he's gonna explode later. We need to guess which of the Chinese topmen this is. And I might have enough corrects for it to lock in, but apparently I don't. Break. You have so few folks left. I really do think that big man is French. How many people do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 people whose names I haven't guessed. We know that's James Wallace. Damn. You gonna grab some sleep? Congrats once again, Ewan. Huge congrats for getting a better job. A job that deserves you and a job you deserve. And I cannot wait for November 1st to hit so you can start off and start living again. There's Big Man. He's getting a gun. Big Man, who are you? Are you French? Are you the French man? I'm gonna guess you're French. There is one moment where the guy says, "Where's my Frenchman?" I feel like it was Alfred Klesteele who says, "Where's my Frenchman?" Maybe he's talking about Charles Mignet. And Chilios, thank you so much for giving us sub to 1. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Chiliums, we now have a deck or Dex command. And you can find out. Dex? Is it Dex? Hey, Chilium, which one of my several decks would you like to see a card out of? So good to see you, Chiliums. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate it. Charles Mignet is a pretty good name, right? I'm going to say he's the bosun's mate. Now, I just want to take one quick look at our bosun. Let's see, go to Q. Which one is the bosun? It is Alfred Klesteele, okay. So Klesteele is shown here. None of the folks around him is the bosun's mate. I am thinking This might be the bosun's mate. I'm up in there. Is there anything else very French about him? French people, tell me. Is this guy French? He looks French as hell. I think this might be Charles Minier. I do not know what happens to him. He could potentially be torn apart by a beast. We could say such and see if that picks somebody for us. If that like. Oh, poor bastard gets torn apart by a beast. Poor bastard. Okay. That's Charles Minier, man. I love that dude. Big boy Charles. We did get one of the Topman corrects. Great news there. And that's Peter Milroy, another midshipman. Oh my god. The latest one, the Crow one? Hell yeah. Oh my god, the power of deduction. Yes, we gotta give props to Pastel. Pastel was like, I know a Frenchman when I see one, and a Frenchman will wear stripes. Oh, he should have been Charles Minier. That would have been cute. All right, let me get a crow card for you while we look at our Frenchman here. Thank God. Also, it's time to feed the dog. Don't tell her that, though. Because first we got to thank Chilliams. So, Chilliams. Let's see here. What do we have in this cool crow deck for you? And then I'll take my break and Stella will take a break as well. She'll go downstairs to hang out. Oh my god, I can't believe we are locking this game down. Next Tuesday, do you know I'm going to be playing? The Rise of the Golden Idol DLC, which is also apparently pirate themed. So excited. It's going to be Pirate Tuesday next week. Got it? Okay. Let's see what we have here for you, Chilliams. And I got to get the little dictionary thing that tells us what these cards are about. But for you, Chilliams, we've got communication. Oh my god, I don't even think I saw this one before. Communication. Interesting. Let's find out what that's about. Card number 9. Okay. When I lived in my 3rd floor apartment. Whoa, hold on. What? What is a treasure train? Participants save 30%, 35% or more on gift subs at level 2? Whoa, what the hell? Interesting, a treasure train. Is this new? I've never heard of this. When I lived in my 3rd floor apartment, one of my neighborhood crows would often come calling on my balcony in the morning. This was before we adopted our pup, Layla, who took up chasing the crows away. There was one crow in particular that stood out to my daughter, so I eventually named it Brave One, because he or she would go right up to our sliding glass window and rap-a-tap-tap impatiently with its beak. This delightfully persistent bird was looking for a handout. Communication brings a message to speak up, Chilliams. State what you want. You may think that those around you know your needs and desires, but that may not be the case. Now is the time to articulate your wishes. Communication asks that you get clear on what you want. So that there will be no misunderstandings or confusion later. Although communication may point to a situation on an earthly level, it may also indicate that you need to be clear with what you want when communicating with your spirit guides, Chilliams, or your higher self. Are you being too vague? Are you asking for what you want directly? Thank you so much, Manny, also for gifting out those subs to, we've got Jesse Bad Boy, Lake Cake TKO, Eternator, Viapada, and Nulpador. Thank you so much, Manny. We're running a treasure train. Okay. Yes, time to speak up. And also, when you're thinking of what you want, what you wish for, Chilliams, it's a good idea to be clear with yourself. Sometimes you might be like, being like, oh yeah, I want this. And then 2 seconds later, you're like, I don't really want that. What if I want this instead? You know, it's time to sit down and think about what you really want and how you can get there. And then maybe you can draw that to you, you know? So, thank you so much. And also, Manny, would you like me to get a crow for you? you like a little crow? Enjoy that, Viapada. I appreciate that. Feed the dog first. She's becoming bone dust. Okay. Only because you asked, Manny. I will go feed Stella. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We are crushing it today. Oh my god. Huh? What? Jilliams, thank you for also gifting those subs to Avarian Olvis, GOG228, Spiffany, Calligraphy, and Retro Red Ranger. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. You and Manny did it. I appreciate the both of you. The crow cards are unique fixation. You can't wait to get one. Yes. Well, Chilliams, you and Manny got to think about what other cards you would like while I take this break and go feed the doggy. But thank you all so much for your generosity. I appreciate it. And I hope you do get the percentage off of the gift subs. Thanks for your generosity, folks. I'll see you soon. I think it's fine. All right, y'all. We're back to Obra Dinn. We just found Charles Minier, aka Big Man. I finally have this fella down pat, and look how few folks are left to figure out. Their fates are revealing themselves to me. I know, probably not in the escape, but probably in the doom. Let's see. There's some folks in the Lazarette. Can't wait to get down to the Lazarette, honestly. Like 3 guys fall out of a boat. It was probably the 3 guys in the boat. This guy, and this guy. Oh my god. Why didn't I think of that? Jesus. Okay. Okay, so they did not make it out alive because we saw that there was a boat with 3 dudes in it and it gets turned over. So either they drown or they get killed by the beast. I'm going to guess they drown. Drowned by the beast. And I think Nathan Peters probably drowned by the beast. Probably. Let's take a look and y'all can tell me what you think is going on here. So what? Where am I? Who is this? Oh, that's Mr. Olus, of course. That's old Olus for you. Okay. So we need to exit this because I want to go back to that memento. What tells me that the beast had anything to do with it? I'll show you. You'll see in a second, Chilliams. Let me exit out of this moment. I think we were trying to find out like who somebody was that was on fire here or something, but and thank you for the Night Clown Protection Cat Insanity. That would help you because did you know that the Night Clowns have their own underwater city? That's right. They're gaining frothy fervor by the second. It's terrifying, but true. And I like to tell the truth. So those clowns are bubbling up. When the tide gets low enough, then they will rise up. Gotta watch out for the clowns. So thank you. Protected everybody here. Also, KBRC, I don't think I said hello. Did I lose a bet? No. I'm just very grateful to the folks who are supporting the channel. We might as well spread the joy with the Weekachu. So the Weekachu is now underway, and you were able to put me in this Pikachu onesie for as long as you'd like. The lost city of Night Clown Lantis, exactly. Here's poor Maba. He gets torn up from the floor up, let me tell you. Now, out here is the boat. Okay, here's where it is, Chilliams, that the beast had anything to do with it. Take a look at this. So that's the boat that the 3 men were planning to escape on. Right? There they are, topsy-turvy. Dumping out. Now, I don't truly know. Well, perhaps we can go forward one more. So this is Mabo. We could check to see how their corpses are doing in Abigail's thing. But I would assume that these fellas drown. But why do you assume? You make an ass out of you and me, right? So let's check Abigail's and see if we can see the fellas in the water or if they're getting crushed and torn apart or something. So Abigail's body's over here. Thankfully, these bodies are really easy to move like to and from. So if I want to go back to Maba's body, it won't be tough. You'd assume they drowned too, right? I mean, technically they're like sailors. Maybe they know how to swim. So the fellas would be off this ways if they were here, I think. And I don't see nobody. God. Thomas Pope, whoever the guy is who made this game, is a genius. This is so cool to look at. This is so freaking cool to look at. But our fellas are not here. The three fellas. Back in the day, sailors did not learn how to swim generally. Whoa, Viapata. God dang. That's rough. I would simply not take a job I couldn't get myself out of. That's what you were thinking, right? I think you're right about that. So let's say that they drowned. Snake, welcome back. Let's see what this cute animal of the day is. Oh, it's a little crow or raven with a clover flower in its beak, offering a little present. Crows and corvids in general love to give presents. They're very cute. That's why it's compulsory, right? You don't want to, you're out there in the water. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go out here around a bunch of fire. Don't know how to put it out, but I'm going to run in here. Sheesh. I think these fellows were drowned. Just don't know who they are. Drowned by a terrible beast. Just if I can find out who it is, we'd be good. Who is this fella? Who is left? He could be Davy James. Or George Shirley. Let's get some guesses. I mean, he could also be Huang Li, but I don't think so. Either that or he truly did not get drowned. The Dramamine is treating me very well, Snake. I am not horribly sleepy. I have gotten a slight bit motion sick here and there, though. What card would you like me to pull for you? I'm guessing a crow, right, Snake? Even if they did learn to swim, being in the ocean steals the body heat. So extended periods of time is hypothermia if you don't drown first. Also, you can get chopped up by the ship itself. You don't want to be up against your ship. It's going to crush you, so... I think I would run back to my burning house to get Stella, though. Oh, for sure, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I would run back to my burning house to get anybody in this family. And then also, if I had some time, I'd run back in and get the firebox, because those things are only heat safe for 30 minutes, believe it or not. So, just getting here. Is the question, who is the main cause of the sailors' deaths? I'm kind of trying to parse it out, right? I'm trying to parse out, because, like, I don't know if I have their names wrong or if I have their deaths wrong. Something's wrong, and because of that, it means we're not going to get a lock on what happened to them, you know? Take the first dab of the day? Okay. Does that put you to sleep at all? Or does it make you chill out? Oh my god, Pastel, he was French! Yes, he was French! You were so right. You were so right, and it's the second we figured it out, I was like, shout out to Pastel. She knew. She knew. He was Charles Minier. You were so right. He was French because the little stripy shirt. You know a Frenchman when you see one. Where is Mr. Maba? He's right over here, right? Poor Maba. Torn apart. So, Snake is going to tell me what card he wants. Pastel, you get to tell me what card you want as well. We're going to take a look at these fellas and figure out how they might have died, right? We can't even like hover over them, but I know for sure that's Nathan Peters over there. Now, Heard something about the crows? If you'd like the urban crow cards, I could absolutely pull one for you. And Snake, you'd like one as well? Wonderful. French mime detector, yeah. Okay, let me we'll edit this just to play the music. Big old bag of crows. We sure do got a big old bag of crows right here. Cheers, KB Garcia. Enjoy yourself. I'm glad that isn't going to make you feel too sleepy. Let's see what the crows wish to say to you two today. We'll start off with Snake. But how about that pastel? You know what's so funny? What's wrong with me? Like, I literally should be using all the information at my disposal, but I'm like, I don't want to stereotype this guy as French just because he's wearing a striped shirt. And it's like, the game wants you to stereotype the guy as French. That's why they put him in a striped shirt. So, I gotta start leaning into the evidence. I'm like, well, maybe he's just like stripes like me. I love stripes. So. Okay. Let's see what you've got here. Nature for Snake. How about that? Let's read up on that, and then I'll pull this next one. I'm going to set it right here for Pastel. That's literally all they gave us on him is like... I'm sure there's some scenes where he's next to Alfred Castile, who says, "Give me my Frenchman." But I shouldn't should have been like, well, he is wearing a striped shirt, so maybe he's like, French. Even the French stereotype of the striped shirts, see Expedition 33, is true. I have seen the striped shirts in that. Here, you thought the Russians had the striped shirt stereotype. You thought, really? Maybe. So, Snake, nature. It's our connection to nature that fills our spirit and reunites us with divine energy. Living in a city full of concrete buildings, it can feel as though Mother Nature resides so far away. But she is here in the grass that sprouts up in the cracks in the sidewalk. Hold on. Okay, the grass that sprouts up in the cracks of the sidewalks, in the overgrown, empty lots, and in the birds that mingle with us in the park. All we need to do is look, and we'll find that connection. Nature asks that you see evidence of this energy that is all around you, regardless of the landscape. When nature appears, it may also indicate that you're long overdue for some outside time. I don't know, Snake. Take this as a cue to go for a walk, head out to a park, or go to the beach. New ideas and inspiration will come through connecting with nature. I feel like you're very connected with nature. Oh yes, Olga Gorlovich in Metal Gear Solid 2 does wear the striped shirt. She looks cool. And the Russian guy in the 2000s Punisher movie. Okay, they get the Adidas striped tracksuit. Yes, these days, for sure. But nature. I think, Snake, this might mean that nature, in the form of some cool crows, might be trying to connect with you. Have you been putting out any presents for your crows? And Pastel. Ooh, the Crow of Isolation number 27. Interesting. Let's see about the Crow of Isolation. This is a long one. Even when surrounded by a group, we all have experienced a feeling of being alone at one time or another. Scoot myself into place. You may need to consider if you're holding back input out of fear of expressing an unpopular opinion. This card may also indicate a group or community that didn't connect with your beliefs, causing you to feel ostracized. Use this time to look inwards, examining what kind of ideas or insights come to mind. Isolation may also indicate you need to remove yourself from a situation to quiet your mind and contemplate your next move. Isolation can bring the surface feelings associated with abandonment and can represent a block centered around a fear that your actions may lead to not being accepted or being removed from a group. Fear of being cast aside might result in you limiting your potential by withholding ideas or suppressing inspiration. For example, if you grew up in a home where lack and scarcity of resources was a dominating factor, ooh, who hasn't? And now as an adult you have opportunities to create financial freedom, the fear of no longer fitting in with your family may prevent you from reaching your greatest potential. If you're successful, you may risk conflict with your family as your paths diverge. Interesting. Live in chat calling you out like that, right? I think you're very in tune with yourself, Pastel. And I feel like you're also very kind of aware of your mental processes and very thrifty and stuff. You're very good at managing your resources. So, I wonder what else by looking within you might find out that might give you some insight. Let us know if you decide to do a little bit of self-examining this week or this month. Let us know what you find. You haven't mostly because of the chickens, but you have been hearing some ravens lately. Very cool, very cool. I hope you get to hear more ravens. Of course, Pastel, yeah. I think you live a very examined life, and I can't say that about a lot of people. I can say that about a lot of people who are hanging out here, obviously. But I think most people don't quite live examined lives. So, just keep doing the right stuff. In 1858, the French Navy officially mandated the striped knit as a standard part of the naval uniform. The high contrast stripes made them easier to see in the sea. Oh my god. That's probably why he's wearing the shirt. Let's see if we can also spot Omid's ghoul. Omid's ghoul. In this death and havoc. Anybody get that's Mr. Maba, right? Huh? Is it? Holy hell. Oh, that's Maba, yeah. Damn, you can see his entrails. Holy hell. I wonder if Omid is here. He's one of the top men. I mean, I would guess that most people die to the beast. Probably get crushed by a beast. You know, I'm gonna probably slap in crushed by a beast for everybody. Okay. Let's see who got crushed by a beast. Drowned! Let's go! Freaking drowned! I'm sorry it happened to you. Drowned, baby, drowned. 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 Thank God. Every therapist you've ever seen is you're so self-aware. That's what I heard from my therapist as well. She was like, yeah, you're really self-aware. And I'm like, yeah, still struggling though. You know, you've been worried about speaking up with friends due to baggage, but you're in therapy and journaling about that. I think you'll find the right moment to say the right thing, Pastel. And you know what? As long as you're staying true to yourself, you know, you might find that you're like, well, maybe in this moment, I can't express this with these friends, but I'm not going to change this about myself to make them feel better, you know? Who's left? Who's died? Who is left? Drowned! Let's go! Hell yeah, drowned! We might want to check out the escape again to find out what happened to this little guy. Who the hell is this guy and where did he go? You know? Mr. Lanky, Mr. Davies. Wait, hold up now. Because I don't think that's Alarcus, is it? That's Leonid Volkov. Not Alarcus Nikishin. Leonid Volkov killed him. Almost, okay. Cool. Sometimes you get the wrong guy. Okay, Rasputin, that guy is giving you Rasputin vibes. I need to figure out this guy's name. And I need to figure out what happened to Omid. So let's look back and see if we can see anything happening to the topman here. Got this. Let's see about Omid. We can't omit Omid. Let's see what happened to my fella here. And then I want to do the escape next. Let's figure out what happened to some of the folks in the escape. Yeah, I know what's going on. I have no clue how to change it though, right? Exactly. That's where I was at for most of therapy. I was like, yeah, I'm aware that this is happening. I just don't know how to change it. There's one of our metershipmen? Metershipmen? What the hell? Okay, let's see about our topman. We need to see where Omid goes. Okay, he is falling back. It would be so sad if, like, he accidentally shot one of the top men up there. That'd be so sad. But you would see him falling down, right? You would see Omid falling down. Oh, hello? Omid! drowning! Oh no! I think he's drowning. Oh my god, I found him! Thank God! Okay. Not crushed, I believe drowned by a terrible beast. Okay, my fella is gonna fall off into the water and drown, most likely. Now, could you say that that was by the beast? Oh, Mead, I'm so sorry it happened to you, my guy. God, that is a damn shame. Yeah. I was just looking around. Good thing Omid is here. I mean, it's unfortunate he's here, but he's drowning for sure, unfortunately. So he falls off the top. I would say he's gonna drown. I think we can clear that one. What else? Who else am I unsure of? This freaking guy, Jesus Christ. We gotta go to the Doom. Oh, I think we are in the Doom. Yeah, we're in the Doom. We just need to be in the Doom on the... We need to be below deck. Don't know if I can get there right here. We might have to... Hey, this guy carrying 3 guns is in my way, for Christ's sake. In the past life, I was a town crier letting everyone know who's dead. Yeah, just like, so-and-so died. Oh, okay, this is maybe macabre. This is a bad transition. I'm so sorry. Speaking of dead people, I finally fixed the issue with my dad's credit report. Yay! Okay, so bad segue, but now there is no longer an unfortunate soul named Jaquames out there with an errant Q in their name who is dead due to the credit agency. So, yeah, sorry about the segue, but, you know, it's lighthearted. We'll keep it lighthearted up in here, you know. So they're doing good. They're good now. So that guy blows up. Who else is anybody else missing here that we just seriously don't know? Definitely drowned, don't know his name. Okay. Yeah, they're good now, right? Yeah. That poor person who had my dad's name off by 1 letter with a Q in it now doesn't have to worry about the credit. We finally got the letter back, so that's good. Now, this cannon situation, let's see what's going on here. We need to see on the gun deck, we should see Abraham Akbar's death, crushed by a loose cannon. So we have to go to the... Well, that's right here, I think. Sometimes that kind of here is good for the soul. Don't feel bad if you laughed at that, folks. So, love my papa. He is at peace now, no longer in pain. He struggled for a very long time. And now he is resting, and so is the poor person who shared a name with him who had a Q in it that the credit reporting agency then declared was dead. And I had to go fix that so that person, if they exist, their credit will be fine. So you fully did. Don't apologize. Why would you apologize? Don't apologize. If I wanted to say it a different way, that wouldn't have been... I would have said, like, okay, guys, don't laugh. But this... So... Listen, I'm an entertainer. I gotta say some stuff that's at least mildly entertaining from time to time, right? So, we need to find out what has happened to a gentleman who I think is named Alexander Booth. He is a seaman. We don't have a lot of seamen left. He could be George Shirley, or he could be Alexander Booth. As you can see here, there's quite a lot of splintering happening. That could very well be from the cannon. So he could have gotten eviscerated by the other guy. There's blood there. Oh my god. I can get back here? This is awesome. Okay, do you think this is enough blood for 1 guy or 2 guy? Kind of hard to tell sometimes. Like, would a cannon fire kill 2 guys if it was at point blank? Probably, right? As someone who was briefly considered dead due to an error, I'm quite sure that said theoretical person is quite relieved not to have to prove that they are alive to several companies and government agencies. Yeah, I really wanted to get on that as quickly as I possibly could because I felt so bad that I might, like, endanger someone's credit score, which here in America is a nightmare to deal with. So, thankfully, able to get that tidied up. I'll have to see if like I could see this guy outside or something. A point blank cannon would probably go through like 6 people, you think? Okay. Let's see this guy's death. Because you'll see the moment he gets shot, the fellow's behind him. And I mean, it happens so violently. This is so violent. Oh, there's some mass outside. Or it could be. Yeah, I think that's a mass that's outside. Is that the tentacle? That's, well, this guy is Mr. Wolf, obviously. He's the cannon guy. There's some stuff outside I'm curious about. Well, I have a feeling this guy didn't drown here, you know? The guy that was behind him probably didn't, like, drown. I'd guess. Yeah, it's a loose cannon, so it kills the guy under it and everything. It's all bad here. It's all bad. You'll have to. It's a great segue. I was like, because I think I found out yesterday and I just didn't remember to tell you all. Just grateful that that's over. Jaquames is wondering why his lungs were filled with air, his heart started pumping blood again, and his rigor mortis was healed. He's like, I'm better now! Because the credit agency said so. Also looks like the ad break starts in clips. Yeah, this is poor, I think this is Abraham Akbar. Yep, he's dying here. Now, here we go. This is why I was wondering. Does this guy get snatched by the tentacle or just blasted? Because here they are. He is trying to pry this beast away from the cannon, which is a bad idea, honestly, I think. But this is our fella, and he is about to die. So we're going to say he was shot by a cannon, and it was not Terrible Beast. It was Mr. Abraham Akbar accidentally. Now, how many people do I have left that I actually don't know the outcome of? I think we should go to, like, here, and then we'll see. So, Martin Perot, I think something is going to happen to him in the bargain section. Damn, look at all these people who I know what happened to them. God, I am good. So good. Okay. Omid. Pretty confident about that. Paul Moss, I'm pretty confident about. So, I think if we can get the right name for this fellow, it should unlock 3 more people. So let's try to get a better name on him. Maybe he is not Mr. Booth. Maybe he's George Shirley. God bless it. Hell yes. That's a George Booth if I ever seen one. I mean, George Shirley. Sorry, I don't know who that is. Omid, drowned, poor guy. I'm cleaning this game. This game is getting cleaned up. We have so few people left to ID. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. Wow. Like, I have to go to the index and see who we haven't figured out yet. And it might literally be people who I have no clue who they are. I don't know who the hell Alexander Booth is. He's a seaman, so we'll have to look out for some seamen somewhere. Huang Li? We'll have to check out the rest of the topmen. Find out what happened to them. Davy James. Okay, I think I know who Davy James is. He's the steward. I feel like there's only like 3 more. Okay, Songthi Sati, we could probably figure out. Davy James and Huang Li. I mean, we gotta lock it down. So let's see what we can do. Let's see who we can peg right now. Gotta find our Chapman. Like, this book is clean. Damn, I forgot today was Rapture Day. Oh, did anybody get I thought that was tomorrow. Anybody get raptured? I'm gonna assume that if anybody didn't show up today, it's because they got raptured. I know, so many satisfying check marks. Love it. We're pegging the topman, yeah. Now he's a bottomman. This unknown soul. Okay, I don't think you're an unknown soul. I think you're probably Huang Li. And you got electrocuted. Okay. Who is left that's unknown? I think Zogi Sati, I'm right about that. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Let's see, a hideous monster perish simultaneously with the brave soul of Winston Smith. He was quite brave. So we need 2 more right. And then I think it's gonna be like secret reveal time or something. My god, I can't believe I'm getting this! It's so great to play this game. I cannot tell you how much I'm enjoying this game and so grateful I am to actually play this game since it is first person. I had written off Obra Dinn as never being able to play it because I thought I'd be far too sick. So, you still feel unraptured. Maybe it's tomorrow then. I feel like calling someone a topman is a polite way of calling someone a titty guy. That does sound like a polite way of doing so. Okay. This person. Maybe this is Alexander Booth. It's either Alexander Booth or Davy James. Damn, baby. I know, you never even would suggest this game because it's first person. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if there's anybody left to figure out. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Huh? Oh, is there more? Wait, huh? Who's left? Oh, this guy. Okay, steward. Well, you're probably Davy James. Oh, I said he's alive and in Africa. Was he on the boats? Let's go to the escape. Let's go to the escape. There's definitely some folks in Lazarette. But I think it's time to head to the escape chapter. We're going to have to find out. Oh, there's also Zungti Sati. Now, I mean, he could also be Philip Dahl or David. No, I know who Philip Dahl is. He's Swedish. I think I'm right about Zungti Sati. See if there's anything that's like a foolish mistake. Let's go to the escape and we'll see. Oh my god. Clean, clear, and in control. This is spectacular. The escape must happen next. So, we gotta find Mr. Clestiel first. Put me down, put me down. The squid, where is my Frenchman? Your mate was torn apart. Poor Charles Minier. Damn it, the beast is dead. How did you kill it? We didn't. It left with the storm. The captain came up from the hold. He said he chased it off. You should rest. A curse like that does not listen. Okay, let's go check it out. We gotta figure out where some of these folks are. So much pegging and topman and seaman in this game. Is this in line with the TOS? It's hard to tell, honestly. Maybe it'll give me a special exception. Because it's the Wikachu. I am just so jazzed. I'm so excited. We're figuring this right the hell out. Put me down. Let me go.
Put me down. Let go. Easy now.
He got his arm freaking torn off. Okay, so we're trying to find... God, I've got everybody done. We're trying to find out what happened to Davy James. Davy James. Did he make it on the boats? Or did he die? Was he knifed? There was a lot of like, so most of the folks who die in this chapter. Oh, he is not even here at this point. Hold on. Most of the folks who die in this chapter. Okay, so he actually dies when Leonid Volkov dies. Let's see. And Leonid Volkov gets shot to hell and back. So we got to go up.
How did you kill it?
This dude sneaking away is so suspicious. Thomas Lanky.
Captain came up with
Ah, he's like,
said he changed
mutiny, mutiny. Okay, well, we need to find the next body first.
his dress.
I'm not sure where the next body is. Maybe they want beans. Okay. We gotta exit this then. We need to find when Leonid dies. It is a beloved game, but I love it so much, Scary Thought. Oh, so good. Let's, location of the corpse is up tippy top. Okay, we gotta go up tippy top next. God. Whenever I play games like this, I feel like I'm the only person to have ever figured out what's going on. I know it's not true. But I'm like, am I the smartest person ever? That's Mr. Paul Moss, and he gets shot. Oh, stabbed. And here's this young man. This is the steward, I would imagine. And he is on the boat. Okay, I need to figure out what happens when Leonid dies. So, he's about to die next. So we need to find out when he dies. His body's still here. Oh, okay. I need to exit out of this because his body is very close. Good way to think of it, though. I mean, it definitely gives me like a lot of like. I feel very good about myself when I play games like this. I'm like, I'm so smart. Yes. Good for me. Gets blasted to hell and back. Then this fellow's up here. He's getting up, so he could get hurt next. Ba-boom. The Capitan is shooting as well. This guy's over here. The whatever the hell he is, a topman. So let's see if we can find out. Olus Wieter is then shot. So let's see. Let's see where this guy is. We have to go down a deck because it looks like he's gonna get out alive potentially. This game is so cool and dynamic. Let's see if there's anything going down on this floor. Oh, this is where the next guy dies, I'm pretty sure. And he's like, I'm gonna stab you in the back. I can't believe you just did that. Oh, is he the one that's like... He's the one that's saying mutiny. And so he is mutinizing, I think. The gunner's mate, potentially. Potentially. Okay. Making bad choices. Folks doing a mutiny. I mean, I would say at some point, if you got cursed cargo on the ship, I would probably try to take charge too. So our next dude to find is gonna be Olus. Let's go down one floor, I think. Check on old Olus's body. Yeah, that should be near here somewhere. Okay, so that's Olus. No. That's Olus. That's Olus. I think. Oh, I like... Okay. He dies in a struggle. But let's see if we can see the ship going off. So he then dunks the... He, like, gets his body out of here.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Mutiny! They're gone. I think the escapees are just straight up gone. That's Leonid's body. Who is this? That's Lewis Walker. Okay, dumping the body out. The captain's like, what the fuck? Is this before the Kraken? This is after the Kraken. Which is a good time to run away, I'd say. If you're like, listen, I don't want to deal with this Kraken situation. I don't want to know what's cracking. I want to be done with this whole situation. So they're gone. I would say that he probably did survive. Now, whether he's Davy Jones or not, that is the question. He's definitely not the third mate. So he's either he's not the third mate. He's a steward of some sort. I don't just how he'd be the captain steward. Where did I put the captain steward? Who was that? Yeah, deal with it once, why twice, right? Let's see. Martin Perot, we don't know what happened. I think that's going to be in the chapter. Zongti Sati is stabbed in that one chapter. We can go look at Zongti, but there just must be something wrong in how I'm phrasing some things. 'Cause I think I think I've got their names nailed. I think I got it right. Okay, Zongti was spiked by a terrible beast. Now, perhaps he was speared by a beast. No, I think it's spiked. Pretty sure he got spiked. I'm gonna say maybe he was speared by a terrible beast. We'll see if that locks it in. Doesn't. So it's spiked. The crabs shoot the spikes. I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. We'll go now. Before this, you can kind of see him getting spiked. Probably I would see in Herstick's. So we'll take a look at Herstick's thing. Gigatina? Captain, I don't want to know what's cracking exactly. Hey, here's maybe the last day on Earth where we get stuck on it forever. I think I'm probably gonna get stuck here. You know, they haven't picked me up yet. It said my Uber was delayed, so I don't think I'm getting raptured today. It's good to see you, though, Disc Game Hero. Okay, so this poor bastard's bleeding so much. That sucks. Okay. Let's go Jen out. Let's see, so that was that guy. But I want to see Zongti Sati, I think. And that's gonna be like the soldiers of the sea. Right? So he dies of blood loss, but he gets spiked much earlier. So we'll look. Where is this? This is on the gunner's deck. This is the Orlop deck. Let's take a look at some of the stuff on the Orlop deck. Is that where I am right now? I need to go down a deck. Okay. Hello, giant crabs. You ain't getting picked up between today and tomorrow. You gotta wait 7 more years. There's always another rapture. The rapture's like every year. Every year they're like, it's this one for real this time, guys. And I'm like, all right, sure. Why not? Maybe. We'll see. Poor bastard to get got. Okay, let's see about Zongti Sati. He's already on his way over here.
I'll get you down.
He pulls the spike out. Bad shape, yeah. Pretty bad shape, Zongti. Okay, so we need to go back some moments. So let's see who else is dead here. This guy is dead here. I think he has points. That's a rough way to go. Okay, he probably gets zapped. First, he gets like shot a little bit before this, I would guess. Let's see if we can find any more bodies. Yeah, these two decapitated people. All this rapture talk has got that one Pucifer song stuck in your head. Oh yeah, I don't think I've heard that one. Alright, let's see where Zongti is. He's already been stabbed. Crap. Okay, let's click on. So this isn't... Well, clearly he doesn't perish here. He takes a bit to die. So there's one more person who can die before this. Let's see. There's my Frenchman. Thank God. Actually, thank Pastel. Thanks, Pastel. So aside from those guys, who else is getting decapitated here? Who else is getting killed? This one, okay. This is the carpenter's mate, I believe. Okay, so now we're gonna... Oh, we can't head down to see Zongti getting shot! Frick! We have to walk it back one more, if we can. Nicholas dies... maybe above deck? Catch! This guy dies above deck. Let's see if we can still make it down and see... Zongti getting hurt? Damn, I don't see the stairs here. Frick. Oh, shucks. We don't have any stairs here. Damn it. He's electrocuted and you can't go anywhere on the top. Damn. I think spiked by a terrible beast is exactly what happens to this guy. I don't think I'm wrong about that at all. I don't think he's getting stabbed by somebody instead. So... who the heck is left? We have Davy James, who I think made it out alive. I think Davy James is in Africa. All right. I know for sure that's the captain. I'm really positive that Philip Dahl. I'm pretty positive on Philip Dahl because I think Philip Dahl actually kills somebody himself. Right? Let's have a look. Oh, what's that? Let's have a look. See, it should be in like the murder section. We should be able to see Dahl here in the confirmed. Yep. I know Philip Dahl. I know that's right. Philip Dahl is correct. Back to like the Soldiers of the Sea. So Philip Dahl is correct. I'm pretty sure that's the ship's steward, Zongti Sati. It's probably not Davy James. I think I got all these names right. I just must have their way of death wrong. So, you were thinking of streaming Everyone's Gone to the Rapture today or tomorrow? Do it! Do it tomorrow. You'll stick the song in Discord. It's a good intro to the band. A good lower energy rock tune. Okay, sounds good, Snake. You mean, you know, demons will be coming out everywhere? Listen, it can't be worse than how things are literally right now. It could not get worse. I must just have literally 2 fates incorrect. Maybe he's not alive in this. He's got to be. He's got to be where the others went. Pretty sure. Let me just switch this. Zongti Sati is the only other person I could have wrong here. So I'll find the guy who I thought was Zongti Sati and I'll call him the other name. Where's my guy? So is this... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's Davy James. It's not. That's something. Back to the escape. So I had the names right. I just have what happened to them wrong. Damn it. What are the potential deaths? Do they have so many? So we could try out different deaths for Zongti Sati. Here it is. So we could say I already said he was speared by a beast, but we saw that he died in the same manner as pretty much everybody else in this thing, which is spiked by a terrible beast. He's like, he pulls out the spike. Well, he could also be shot by one of the other guys. It's kind of still possible that he got over there to, he might have been shot through the wall, potentially. Let's go to his death moment. I feel like he was spiked. He's like bleeding out. Let's go to his death moment. He's in the gunner store. Or the port walk, I should say, and that's on the lower deck. Yeah, it's pretty much a crap show here already, right? You've always wanted to check that game out. Oh, the Welcome to the Rapture thingy. I've never heard of that game before. So here's Zonktisati. His body. Oh my god, I think he potentially got shot. There's a possibility that instead of being, dying from the spike, he died due to a bullet wound. Yeah, actually, he died from a bullet wound. Damn it, that's so tough. Let's see who shot him. That's funny because I think actually earlier, like when we first saw Zonktisati, I was like, oh, it's so clear he got... It's so clear he was shot by somebody because the blast is coming out. So he wasn't spiked, but shot. And then now I forgot. I had forgotten myself. Here it is. There's a guy with a gun. So he could have been shot by Alfred Klestil. Let's mark that. Because I see him with a gun. Shots. Gun. Alfred Klestil. Didn't lock it in. It's okay. Still other possibilities. Let's see who else has a gun. That's Alfred Klestil. There's definitely somebody over there with a gun right there. Who was that son of a gun with a gun? This is so hard to track. It could be this guy over there. Is that Big Man's? That might be Big Man's. That might be Minier. Here's that. He's got the butt of his gun out. I think that might be Minier. I think Minier got him. That would be, where's Mr. Minier? Charles Minier? Oh my god. That was Mr. Minier. All currently solvable fates are correct. This guy's blessing the rains down in Africa. Okay. Oh my god. Let's get off the ship and find out what the hell else happened. There's nothing else to do on the Obra Dinn. But I didn't smooch everybody. So, take that, video game. I still have to go around and kiss everybody on the forehead. Wow. I'm beating this game tonight. I'm gonna go to bed if we beat this tonight. But can I just say how happy I am to not be extremely drowsy right now? Thank God. Really did not like that feeling. Did not feel like myself. Also, didn't remember much of what was happening during the show. Nice to not be in that kind of headspace right now. And still not vomiting everywhere due to a first-person game. So let's get off this ship. Where it takes me to. Where's my guy? Oh, here's my guy. What's up, my guy? You wouldn't believe it. I figured everything out, my dude. I get this place cracked open. I'm ready to roll.
We should go.
Yeah, dude.
Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
I hope I don't fall out. I thought it pulled into port. Is it just like a little sea? Is this supposed to be audio to my left ear? My earbuds might be shut. 1 week later. Doom Eternal playthrough coming in 2026. Let's see about that. The Honorable East India Company insurance assessment. for the good ship Obra Dinn, victim of calamitous events at sea. Prepared by the Company Office of Investigation. Okay. Ship was damaged in a squall in the Atlantic, sunk in the storm. Falmouth, payout claimed £20,000. Cargo, all cargo lost. Payout claim £5,000. Cargo, Crown, all cargo lost. Captain, Fates, suicide. Criminal findings, murder of the crewmate. 4. Estate forfeited to the Crown. William Hoscut, shots. Attempted mutiny. His estate has been fined. Edward Nichols, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, murder of 2 crewmates, estate fined £100. Martin Perrault, findings of merit, extraordinary valor, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded outstanding wages and reward £90. John Davies, murder of crewmate, estate fined. Alfred Clestiel, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded outstanding wages. Charles Minier, murder crewmate. Well, yeah, I guess he did accidentally kill his crewmate, but he had pretty exceptional. He was pretty good for the most part. Anyway. Insurance fraud goes all the way back, right? Yeah. Henry Evans, abandonment of crewed vessel, estate awarded outstanding wages £50. James Wallace, valor, estate awarded, blah, blah, blah. Wait, he was decapitated. Dan, that's right. Valor, estate awarded. Marcus Gibbs, spiked, outstanding wages donated to a pension fund. The cook, estate awarded £40. I'm glad that Winston Smith's estate was given some money, because, I mean, he took out that crab. Yeah, Minier should have had a valor line. He did accidentally shoot one of his compadres, though. Emil the Butcher, performance of duties, blah, blah, blah. Christian Wolf, exceptional performance of duties. Olis Waitier, murder of crewmate, attempted mutiny. Yeah. Duncan, abandonment of crew, estate awarded outstanding wages. Dalton, estate awarded. Spratt, the artist. Don't worry, y'all. Hold up. Winston Smith, the carpenter, I think should have gotten paid more for taking out that crab and doing everything the boat needs. Also, the ad break starts in. Everything the boat needs, he gets $60. And Duncan McKay, who leaves, gets 50. And the artist gets 50? The artist gets 50? Ridiculous. Abigail, killed, no claim made. Nuncio Pasqua, sad that no claim was made there. Emily Jackson, alive in Africa. Findings of demerit, abandonment of crew in the vessel. She was literally a passenger. Why did she have to pay money? She's literally a passenger. Wait. She also killed somebody, so I get that. I just want to know why would you stay if there was a big kraken on your ship? She gets charged £10. No. Finland Lamb. Expense claimed? Expense claimed? I feel like... So Huxing Lao was the one who was the scapegoat. Huxing Lao, I think, was the one who was tied up and shot while everybody looked on. I feel like his estate should have gotten paid for the false claims of murder. Yay for arts, but both could be more, right? I feel like the carpenter got paid less probably because he was black, I would imagine. The artist got a £10 reduction because of the extra cleanup. Yeah, probably. They had to clean up all the poopies. Paul Moss, exceptional performance of duties. Theft of cargo, Sam Galligan. Abandonment of crew, Davy James. See, the women had to pay out, but Davy James, the steward, didn't have to pay out. Strange. Oh, poor Omuj. But he had exceptional performance of duties. His estate was awarded £35. The guy with the lady tattoo, he gets a payout. We like to see it. We do like to see it. Maba! Maba! Torn apart. Valor, performance of duties, estate unknown, outstanding wages donated to the pension fund. Poor Maba. Yeah, accurate for the times, unfortunately. Plot twist Davy is the Kraken. That would be so wild. Estate unknown, expenses claimed. Interesting. Nathan Peters. He's fined $25. Illness, estate unknown. They didn't even find out who his family was. Just donated it to the pension fund. Same with Solomon Syed. Poor William Wasim. His head was crushed in. He did a great job of his duties, though. Patrick O'Hagan, Samuel Peters, crushed. What about the guy who snuck aboard? Did they ever list that guy? Preliminary draft of this assessment has been approved by a Royal Trade Guarantor. Total claims, £29,260. On behalf of the Honorable East India Company, I certify all statements as accurate and declare this matter closed in its entirety. What does it say? AG? AG? Don't show me no credits. The pocket watch remains in your possession. I want to see what happened. Give me the further details. The book was returned to its original owner, Henry Evans in Morocco, as requested. I need to know what happened in that missing chapter. Very papers, please. And this is the East India Company we're talking about. They were literally so corrupt and capitalist, they formed one of the first paramilitary companies in history, right? Yeah. A year later. Ooh. Ooh, here I am at my desk with my cup of tea. And my curiosities. What happened? Can I get up? I would love to get up. Am I stuck here? Oh.
Can you believe it? A package at this hour. Oh, the thing smells just dreadful.
Does it smell like the sea?
Don't open it inside.
Watch it be a man's head. That would be nuts.
Tea's in the kitchen.
It's Henry Evans's head. Thank you, dear. Did a big egg at the Kraken? What is happening? I want to know. Oh, Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. This is a year later. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in lives we wish to forget. Do not write back from Jane Bird, Miss Bird. What's this? What is this? Oh, girl. Okay, okay, so we got that. What in the hell is this curled hand? You gotta be kidding me. The tale belongs to you now. Please finish it from Henry Evans. Why do you got this curled hand? Why do you got this curled hand? Henry! Don't touch this. Don't touch this. No, that's 5. Guess I gotta... Ta-da!
There you are. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door. Gone. Damn. There's no time. We need to go. Right.
Not the crab. Not the crab. Well, that's Henry Evans. Henry. Is that a monkey? Is it literal? What the hell is this? Oh my god, it is a monkey. This is Martin Perrault. Looks like he got spiked, perhaps. Oh, damn. Oh, give me a minute. Damn, give me a minute. This is the lazarette, y'all. Wow. Henry. What's happening here, Hen? Come on, Hank. What's all this about? Don't be doing this with the monkey paw. Maybe that's how they... A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. There you are, collect your things. Where's the key? To that door? Gone. Damn, there's no time now. We need to go. Right, in you go. What are you up to? Nothing good. So, Henry's here. Paul Moss is here. That's Philip Dahl, who's already dead in the lazarette. Not this damn thing. Oh, I guess we have to see Mr. Perrault, who's dead. Okay. The crab was a literal spider monkey, you think?
Third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this.
That's crazy, Jackie. It's so sad.
Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. In return, the ship. The Obra Dinn.
The return of the Obra Dinn.
See it home.
Oh. What the hell? Maybe James. And then there's one of the ladies. That's Philip Dahl. Does she have the... She has... Oh, so he has the shell? Or she has the shell? One of them has the shell. What in the world is happening? She's got a lot of boobies, yeah. That's mermaids for you. Met an unknown fate. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, let me have a look at him. It looks like he's been spiked. I think we might be able to see that. Yeah?
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
Oh. He has got the shell. Philip Dahl has the shell. Is he about to die? Is that the... Oh, that's the crack... Wait, hold up. So he is killing this creature right now. Creature that's dying is this beast. One of these, maybe that's the mermaid that dies there. Oh, man. But I don't see Martin Perrault there. At what point does Martin get stabbed? Captured beast fought against its jailer and was speared for the trouble. I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken or I'll kill you all. Then he dies. I mean, we gotta assume he was spiked by a beast. Gotta assume that. The monkey gets blasted in the pursuit of knowledge. Alright, let's see about Mr. Doll, who I think dies before that. Huh? Is another one? He's just sitting over here stabbing a bunch of ladies? He's just killing a bunch of shrimp ladies?
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
You are out of your mind, Captain. You're fully out of your mind, dude. The captain is nuts. He has lost it for sure. Shooting the Krakens? Yoshi P's on the ship? Yeah, he's killed 2 women already. This is nuts. So he kills this one, then kills that one. Then, like, the other guys get this out of the third one out of there alive, one should hope. So maybe they throw the last one back. Hey, maybe the crabs are just pissed off he kept stealing their women. I don't know. Maybe they're mad about that. And unholy creature's defiant shrieks are greeted with a fatal bullet. Yeah, man, I wonder why. Is it finally this guy? It's your turn to die now. Finally this fella. Thanks for reminding me to drink some water. I haven't had any water in a little bit. Leave the crabs rangoon alone, exactly.
What's this? Quicksilver.
Burnt. Burnt by the shell. Dummy. Thanks for the posture check. I appreciate it. Whoa. That almost looks like a person coming out. Nobody out here? Nobody out here? Okay. Mr. Doll. I believe you have died to magic, sir. Burnt by Quicksilver? Isn't that Mercury? Well, he could have seen the liquid pool that's in there kind of swirling and been like, what the hell? And then the thing shoots fire out. Like, if you touch it, it shoots fire out. Alex, hello. Welcome to the Weekachu. It has begun. That's how that's how It Bang Sa died, is he reached into this area as well. And so he burned to death. Yeah. I have solved. It's Obra Dinn, baby! All fates are correct. Burnt to death. Spiked by a terrible beast. Wow, can you believe it? Now, why the hell do we have the monkey paw? Why do we have the monkey paw? Why did you kill that monkey? What's the point? Did you drink it and then? I don't know. No, his hand, see, his hand is burnt. If you touch this thing, it burns you. So let's walk out of here. Obra Dinn. Oh, I'm not controlling the camera anymore. Time to put my watch back, perhaps. Oh, the book is done. Okay, is it the second one of its kind? Obra Dinn sequel? Obra Dinn prequel? Obra Dequel? The end. I can't believe it. Lucas Pope, so good. For my dad, how cool. God, that's cool. Wow. What a good video game. This has been awesome. Are there other endings, like where you don't figure everything out? Is that so? Is it when you only get like less, like people figure it out? That's kind of cool. But you know, I couldn't leave that ship without figuring out how everybody died. Yet maybe it's time for an hour of Golden Idol DLC? Possibly. I don't know if I have to update it. What happens in the other endings? There's like percentage endings. That's cool. I would love to know. Dude, the voicing slayed. The voice acting in this game was perfect. Perfect voice acting, y'all. Eggplant, yeah, go ahead. Oh, they had fun with the audio because it's like half of what you get. It's a good chunk of what you get. Without the audio, it would be impossible to figure this game out, I think. Poor Pasqua. This game was so cool, dude. What a cool game. So awesome. What a well-made game as well. This thing functions, this is tighter than like a machine. I'm not feeling sleepy from the drugs. Do I have a thing where I hesitate to start a game I'm really looking forward to until the conditions are perfect and you don't want to be sleepy for it? You know, the great news is I'm actually not that sleepy. I took a full one of these less drowsy Dramamines because I was worried that I would get super queasy if I didn't take a full one, and I would rather be sleepy than queasy. So I am not sleepy at all. Like, I was feeling a little bit sleepy at the start of the show. And here I am yawning to undercut myself. So, I was feeling a little bit sleepy at the start of the show, but really never so bad as I was on Tuesdays or Fridays before. So. There's one where you bring the shell with you and there's a lightning storm. You look over at the window and you see a shiny mark and it ends there. Ooh, that's scary. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making this game. It was really good. These yawns, I think, are very natural yawns. I mean, I've been walking a lot. God, what a good game. That's a good game right there. Wow. So, here's the thing. Well, first, I gotta say, thank you for watching me play The Return of the Obra Dinn. Killed this game. It was so good. Loved it. What a spectacular narrative told in such an interesting way. I really feel like the first person element of it is so important because you get to see different angles of each scenario. So like having it in first person is so important. I'm really glad I got the chance to play it even with the Dramamine. So if you're watching this on YouTube, goodbye YouTube. Thanks for watching.